Hey, Bert. Hey, Ernie. Hey, Bert and Ernie. Hey, Alabaster. Hi, Alabaster. Bert. You looking mighty fine, Bert. Looking good, my boy. Looking good. Keeping all them feathers looking gorgeous, aren't you? Look at you, man. You were just one handsome boy. Ernie, you looking pretty good, too. Look at those purple feathers, man. How's it going, Ernie? Haven't seen me. Hey, Ryan. I think I went live last week. Been really busy lately, though. Hey, Holiday. Hi, Holiday. How you doing, babe? Hi, Nicole. Yeah, Holiday's not far away. He's always pretty much with me. Hey, where's Pip? Oh, there he is. There's Pip. This guy right here is something else. He's a lot of personality in a little tiny package. I actually have to do a video with him. Someone sent him a present. I need to do an unboxing video with him. Okay.
Lurky's quite happy for the cabbage.
Oh, yeah. We got some cabbage for him. Lurky Turkey loves cabbage. Any leafy green, really, she goes crazy for.
And for my finger.
That's a big piece. She says, okay, I got it. Where's the rest of it?
I don't think she cares for broccoli, though. Oh,
So get that out of here. Give me the cabbage. Oh, yeah, she's eating it. She's like, yeah, give me that broccoli.
Here.
She's not spoiled at all. Holiday trying to move in. I think he just wants attention now. I don't think he really cares.
I don't care about the cabbage.
Okay.
How about some apples?
What's up, Mr. Pip? You coming up? You coming up? Well, come on. Come on. He's like, I want to. Come on. Come on. Come here. You coming? Come on. How you doing, buddy? Oh, that good, huh? That good, huh? Yes. Holiday, Ryan says you're more majestic than a peacock, man. I think he's right. You are a handsome boy. Oh my goodness, Mr. Pip. You want a turkey ride? Here. Not, I don't think so. He's like, no, I ain't staying on that guy. Hey, Amber, welcome to the live. Mom, Amber says hi. Mom says hi back. I know, right? Just wasting away. He's such a sweetie. Snood. Snood. Look at his beard. He's got a heck of a beard right there. Oh my goodness, are you not the center of attention? Look, I got 2 attention hogs now. Although, little Pip will just demand it. If I don't pay attention to him after a minute, he just jumps on my back and walks around or walks around with me. He sits on my shoulder while I walk around. He's actually on my shoulder half the time I'm out here usually. What? Don't be spicy. Don't be spicy. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. He's like, I'm going to jump on this. Isn't that right? Holiday Amber says you're a handsome man. He's like, I know. Me and about half of my tail. Look, he's got like half his tail left. Poor dude. He's dropping these big feathers like every day right now. So he's got, I don't even know. I'm looking. I don't see, look, so you can see right here, these are his new tail feathers coming in. So that's all he's got for new tail feathers are those little tiny feathers that are about 1 inch long. They haven't even come out of the sheath yet. So all of these, he's gonna lose all of these feathers. And the same with his wings. He's lost, you see there's like a gap in his wings. Oh, see what I mean? Look, hold on. Trying to flip this around. Yes, I know. Okay. Okay, no, I do not want to kiss with your bug breath. Okay, I know you've been out here. God knows what that beak has been in. I don't want it. I don't want it. Keep it to yourself, sir. Keep it to yourself and stay out of my hair, too. He always jumps on my head. I swear I've had more showers since getting this rooster. Oh, look, there's Karen. I have a lot of natural alarm clocks. It's very true. Actually, here's what's funny. So this is where everybody is, of course. That window right there is my bedroom. And I sleep with my window open. It doesn't bother me. They don't even wake me up in the morning. I'm so used to it. What's up, Karen? Oh, we had dogs come on the property yesterday. That was pretty scary. Luckily, I was already back here. This is the first time I've had dogs like that I've seen in years. I was sitting right there. I was actually filming a video for my other channel. It's actually kind of funny. I was filming a video, doing an affiliate video for some shackles that are meant to help you tow. So I was using the front of my truck. So I was sitting in that chair editing. Oh my goodness, editing the video. And then these two dogs come from out of the woods over there, just out of the blue. I didn't hear the dogs, the guinea fowl and the chickens started going off. And then that's not like a big alarm there because they do that all the time. But I was watching the geese over here and they weren't panicked, but I could tell by the way they were moving as like a flock that something was wrong. They were all paying attention to what was going on. So when I went up here and I looked, there were two dogs trying to get into the animal area. And they stared me, they like stood their ground. Like I tried to chase them off and they actually came at me, the bulldog especially. But it's one of them small, short bulldogs. So it was like, I wasn't super worried about him. And the other one, I don't know what kind of dog it was, but it was like tall and white and had like a curly tail. But I just grabbed a shovel and chased him off the property. So, but we actually found their owners and their owners are really nice. And the dogs just got out and we're hoping that will be the end of it. We're hoping we're not going to have a chronic problem with them. But like I said, the owners were really nice and really apologetic. And it just was like, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, they can be nice all day long and the dog can be quote unquote nice until they get together unsupervised as essentially a pack and their mentality changes. And they can even come after these birds and not even in an aggressive way. Like they can come after these birds playfully, but still injure them or kill them worse. And so there's not really any tolerance level there. So that was pretty scary. Yeah, pin feathers, Nicole. Holiday Amber says you're handsome even during your molt, man. Mr. Pip's still on my shoulder, y'all. Look, hold on, see, I can switch this around. Look, y'all can see he's just hanging out here with me. Sorry, the camera's really close. I've got this mount that makes it easy for me to show y'all and still use my hands. Hola, Joey. Welcome to the live. He's calling you Mr. Pimp. Sebastian calls you Mr. Pimp. That's a good name, too. It's Mr. Pip. See, I'm Mr. Pip. But Mr. Pimp is funny. Mr. Pip like Pipsqueak. That's why I named him Pip. Because he's like a Pipsqueak. He's tiny. He's little bitty. He's so tiny. I mean, you can't even appreciate how small he is until I put him up against another rooster. I need to do that. I should pull one of the roosters out. Except for I worry about them trying to fight with each other. Because Mr. Pip ain't smart enough to back off. So he is acting like a parrot for sure. I actually already I've got 2 parrots in the house, like real parrots. Although honestly, as far as parrots go, he's better because he can't tear your hand apart. My one cockatoo, I mean, you can barely see it now. That was a week ago. She laid into me really bad there. That was actually one of the worst ones I've gotten in a long time. Oh, your chickens and ducks never woke you up either? Yeah, they don't bother me at all. I would much, and the crazy thing is, like, a motor, like a loud vehicle off in the distance can wake me up easily, but the birds, it's like they're not even there. I don't even hear them. He sounds kind of like Brandon Rogers. I don't know who that is. Ah, uh, how do I pronounce that name? I don't even know how to pronounce that name. It's like C.R. Cleric. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce. I'm having a hard time pronouncing that name. Yes, let's go see Elizabeth and Victoria. That reminds me, I'm really kind of slacking. They're right here. Let's get their food real quick and then we'll let them out, okay? I like to put their food out first because that way they're not underfoot while I'm trying to feed them. Because it's just like there's 15 of them, and it's just like oh, you better watch. Stay back. Stop being bad. You're being bad. Stop being bad. But it's like it's just like a mob of geese, like frantically trying to eat as though I hadn't fed them in months. So let's get this real quick. This will just take me like 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll let the geese out and we can see Elizabeth and Victoria. So we did get one of our neighbors, or in our community, gave us this pool, which is nice. There's not a ton of room in it, but at least this one holds water. This one's toast. I'm probably going to yank that one out of there. And we're about halfway towards our fundraiser goal of getting that stock tank. Once I get the stock tank in, we'll probably put in some kind of platform here so that it can sit more level, or maybe I'll just level it out with a tractor. I don't know. But I want to bury it like a quarter to a third of the way in the ground, so not a lot, just so that it's lower and it's easier for them to get in and out of. But we're about halfway towards that fundraiser, so hopefully soon we'll be able to get them a big, it's like a stock tank that the geese can swim in, because right now that's really all they have. And the problem is these used to work just fine, but you can't find them anywhere. Ever since COVID, Walmart doesn't sell them. Walmart only sells the little 4-foot ones, and these are the 5-foot ones. And the 4-foot ones, not only are they not as like big across, but they're also much more shallow. But anyway, I gotta rinse these guys out real quick. So let's get some more comments while I'm doing this. Let's see if I can multitask. We are gonna do Elizabeth and Victoria though. They are coming out, so just stick around. I just kind of gotta do things in order. My rooster just woke me up at 5:57 a.m. in Hawaii. Well, welcome from Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. I always thought it would be cool to go there, but I've never left the continental U.S. I have been to California back in 2012. That was kind of cool. Whole different planet out there for sure. Of course, that was 12 years ago, so I don't even know what it would be like now. It was beautiful though. I spent time in San Francisco and drove down the coast, rented a convertible Mustang, and drove down the coast to, I think it's Santa Cruz or Santa Monica. I don't know. There's some pier a couple hours down the coast, like a fair, like a little carnival on a pier kind of deal. Spent a lot of time up in the redwood forest, going through trails and stuff. That was a lot of fun. But not Hawaii. Hawaii would be super cool, but also super expensive. Wanted to go to Hawaii. Is a place it's like, it'd be like nice to visit. Also like Italy. I've kind of always wanted to go to Italy. And And I've had mixed emotions about Australia. Like, I kind of want to go, but I've also seen the spiders they have, you know? So it's like, meh, I don't know. I don't know if I could handle it. That's a lot of time in an airplane, though, both of them places. That's another thing. I'm not, like, I've flown quite a few times, and it's not the flying that I don't like. It's the being stuck in a tube with a bunch of crazy people. Not crazy people, that's the wrong term. Well, I don't know, maybe crazy, who knows? But you know what I mean. Like, I don't like crowds. I'm not a fan of crowds. All right. I tell you, one time I was flying out to Vegas. On my way out there, the flight was empty. Like empty. Like, it was me and the people flying with me, and that was it. We had like it was a JetBlue flight. We had the whole flight to ourselves. It was amazing. I'll never forget that. It was like, I mean, it was basically like we were the only people on that flight. It was the craziest thing. It was great. It was like having a humongous jumbo jet all to ourselves. That was a JetBlue flight too, and that was like probably 2000. Trying to think of when that was. That was probably 2008, maybe 2009. And that was back when they had TV. Back when not every airline had TVs in all the back or all their seats. So it was like this big time luxury to have a TV. And so we had all of that. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool experience. Sorry, I'm ignoring my comments. I'm talking about random stuff, y'all. I'm not good at multitasking. Hey, Holiday, what's up? All right, time to release the geese. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everyone. They're like, don't good morning me. It's afternoon. Come on. Come on, Flip Flop. Hello, Flip Flop. Hello, Flip Flop. Hello, Flip Flop. He's like, he's not even talking to me. He's like, I know where breakfast is. Don't go get his food. You know where your food is. Go on. Just go on, you bad boy. Go try to steal Holiday's breakfast. Okay. Come on. Hello, Sonny. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Elizabeth. So there they are, as promised. Oh my goodness. Elizabeth. See, they're all rushing, trying to clean up last night's snacks. These are all the last night's snacks. So they're my cleanup crew. Hello, Victoria, pretty girl. Such fluffy butts. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Elizabeth. Yes, you're a beautiful lady. She's like, these are the best snacks. Flip Flop. What are you doing, Flip Flop? I see that tail wagging. You eating them leaves. You're like, these are delicious leaves. Look, they're all eating the leaves. They're like, wait till the acorns. Hey, Henry. Hi, Henry. Oh, it's acorn season. I saw one drop the other. Uh-oh, here we go. Random altercation. Lurky, you're being bad. She's like, yeah, but I'm molting. I'm allowed to be grumpy. Look, see, she's missing half her tail feathers, too. Stop being bad to Mr. Pip. Mr. Pip, you need someone to save you? Come here. You need someone to save you? Come on, let's go. She mean. She mean. She is mean. Oh, acorn season is starting. These geese are going to get so fat on acorns soon. Okay, we got to let these guys have a chance to get them snacks. All right, Pumpkin. Okay, buddy. Good morning, Pumpkin. All right, baby. Come on, baby goose. Hello, baby goose. Yes, I know, I know. Hello, Steven. Hello, Ted. Hello, Tom. No fighting. No fighting. Come on, Mr. Pip. Let's go get the rest of them. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Don't let Clucky out. Don't let Clucky out. Clucky, you stay. Good boy. Okay, Mr. Pip. Oh, my goodness. What? Here. What a mess. It's like a mob. They're just a mob. Elizabeth, are you adorable? Elizabeth was being spoiled yesterday. She managed to, like, when I put everybody over in the goose enclosure, she somehow hid over here. And then when I closed everybody up, she was over here. So she just stayed over here with me for like an hour, following me around, taking a bite out of everybody's snacks every 5 minutes. It was funny. I think something bit you. Oh, yeah.
Been putting the water on it. I don't see
You
a
didn't-
bite mark or anything.
Over here somewhere. Oh, my goodness, Mr. Pip. Yeah, it looks angry.
I don't know. Not one of them daggone spiders, probably.
I don't know. Yes, Mr. Pip. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Look at this. Mr. Pip. I can smell your feet, bro. Get off of me. I can smell your feet. That's so gross, man. So gross. I'm just thinking, he's like, I'm not even worried about you. I'm gonna sit here and clean up my feathers. Put you over here. Come here. Give you a foot bath. Here. 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 Get your feet. Get your feet. Clean your feet up. That didn't really work. Here, go walk around somewhere else. And stop jumping on me with them nasty feet. You're gross. Let me try to catch up with some of these comments, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Pip has no survival instincts. Yes, true. Like a pocket rooster. Very much so. I actually tried to put him in my hoodie pocket the other day, but he wasn't having it. I got a new hoodie. That's one of the cool things about my job now. I'm an affiliate marketer, so I get all this free stuff. So I got this really sweet new hoodie. Okay, you coming up here or what? No? It had huge pockets, could fit 2 or 3 of them in there, but he just wasn't having it. Oh, wait, come on. Come on. Not my head. I put my hand down, man. You're supposed to land on my hand. Yeah, we got to work on that. We got to work on that. Look, you got disgusting feet. Disgusting feet. I mean, I've seen worse, but still gross, bro. If it's sticking, it's not mud, okay? That's all I got to say. Here, come on. You really need to go find you convince one of these ladies to be your girlfriend, okay? I know they have no time for a short king, but you need to try anyway, okay? Look at that bird funk on my hands. I gotta go rinse my hands off. What's up, Maverick? What's up, Maverick? You're such a sweetie. Oh my goodness, this goose is such a sweetheart. So we just let the geese kind of run around here for a few minutes, and then once they've eaten all the snacks, then they'll come over here on their own, usually. Usually. Of course, now that I said that, they'll make a liar out of me, but no, you stay your muddy foot self over here. Just stay. I want to hear it. How many wars has Holiday declared on the bucket? Oh, there is no bucket that is safe. He's in here staring down his enemies right now. You see him? Look at him. You see him? He's sizing them up. If I left him in here unattended, he would knock all those buckets on the floor and make a huge... He would jump up on here. He'd pull everything off of the shelves and knock all the buckets on the floor and fight them all. There is no safe bucket. Online buying. Are you referring to the affiliate marketing, Stacy? I don't know how far back that comment was, but I do affiliate marketing on other channels. I don't really do it on my sanctuary channels because I mean that's not really the purpose of the channels. These channels are supposed to raise funds for the sanctuary. If I have something that is super relevant, sometimes I will, but it's very rare. I run another channel over on TikTok that where I do affiliate marketing stuff. That's how I earn my income. That's how I pay for most of these guys too. Of course, we get donations from our wonderful community, but the difference I make up with that kind of stuff. Hey, Maria, welcome to the live. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. Guess what, Supernova? What? All hail our Dork Lord Satan. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh, I got you. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this user in timeout. You're not allowed to talk anymore, Supernova. Bye, psycho. There's a crazy in every bunch. All right, let's see. Move to Hawaii from California. California's getting bad. Yeah, if you watch the news, and which is really all I have to go off of. I believe you. You know, when all the big companies start moving to Texas, you know California's getting bad. Island life is different. I believe you. The only thing I really know for sure about Hawaii is that everything's expensive. What, Sonny? What, Sonny? So Nicole says in the mountains by Tahoe is gorgeous. You know, I did get to go through the redwoods though a bit. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, but Muir Glen or something like Muir Woods or something like that. So it wasn't super north. It was just over the Golden Gate Bridge, if I remember correctly. I mean, this was like 12 years ago, right? But so, I mean, I didn't go super north, but I did spend some time up there. I saw a lot of the really big, I think sequoias actually is what I saw, because aren't the sequoias more inland or something like that? But I saw a lot of that. It was very beautiful. I wish I had had more time to do that stuff, but you know, I was out there for like 10 days and I only like 2 or 3 of those days were recreational. The rest of it was business. So I kind of had to pick and choose what I was going to check out. So I spent most of my time in either San Francisco or Sacramento because that was for business. But I actually spent the rest of the time I spent one recreational type day kind of in San Francisco, going down to the piers and getting some sourdough and stuff like that. And then another day we drove down the coast. We spent most of our time on that, what is it, the Pacific Coast Highway or something like that? I don't know. That highway that goes along the coast. So we spent a lot of time just kind of stopping at different overlooks and checking out the ocean. Really taking in and enjoying the Pacific because that was the first and last time I've seen it. Saw some whales, I think, or something. It was either a whale or a dolphin or something like that off of a pier where there was a lighthouse. There was some kind of hostel there. It was pretty cool. And that same day, we were kind of jumping back and forth between driving down the coast and then going up in the mountains. There were some mountains, nothing crazy, but a lot of uphill driving and hiking some trails back there. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm not really, like, I went down to that city or whatever it was where there was like a carnival on the pier, but I didn't actually go to it. I just kind of saw it. We stopped in and grabbed some lunch somewhere. That was as far south as we got, and then we headed back. So most of the time was spent kind of away from most of the recreational time, I should say, was spent more in nature, best we could. I know I did not go to Los Angeles. That's way south. Hey, what you need? Yeah, you can let her out. Amber's not a fan of crowds. Yeah, same here. Same here. I stopped, you know, like I don't go to amusement parks anymore. I don't do concerts anymore. The last concert I was at was a James Taylor concert, probably 15 years ago or better. And when I went to that concert, I made sure to get lawn seats. So I was out. I wasn't like stuck in a seat next to a bunch of people. I was out on the lawn. Very nice concert. It was only James Taylor. There was no other acts. He played for like 2 hours. Very generous with his time. It was a great concert. But that was the last concert I went to. I haven't been to one since. So you know what's funny is this property here, I work from home. So I probably only leave the property once or twice a month. That's it. That's it. I don't like to go. I don't go anywhere. I stay here with my animals and just enjoy every single day. My ducks have the best flip-flops. Where did they buy them? On eBay. Oh, I'm sure there's a joke in there. I just can't think about it. Think of it. Oh, Pumpkin, that wasn't nice. Pumpkin, leave Henry alone. He's a senior citizen, Pumpkin. Stop being a jerk. He's your grandpa. Henry. Don't take none of that off of that trifling, Pumpkin. He's like, I'm going to come over here with Flip-Flop. Flip-Flop's nice to me. Flip-Flop, you got to stand up for Henry. He's too old. He's really not that old. He's like 8. I think he's around 8, which is approaching middle-aged for a goose. Geese live, it depends on the breed, but at least 15 years generally. Oftentimes they can do 20 or 25, from what I understand. But it also depends on the breed and the genetics. I had one goose pass away. He was only 3 years old, but he had something happened. I don't know what it was. I have no idea. He just went downhill super fast. I suspect he had some kind of crop impaction that we didn't pick up on soon enough because they hide their illness so well. And by the time we picked up on it, it was too late. And of course, it seems like these guys have an agreement with each other that they're only going to get sick on the weekend when none of the vets are open. So we actually had a vet appointment for him. We were literally packing him up to take him out, and he passed away. It's really sad. This was a while ago, though. His name was Squirt. He was really cute. I have some really nice video with him. Tahoe is gorgeous. I bet it is. I've heard of it. You know, when I was younger, I used to snow ski. I really missed that. I mean, I think I could probably do it still, but I just never get around to it. It's hard to get away. And where I live, the only thing within a decent drive is barely worth driving to. The closest really decent skiing is like 6 hours away, so it's like a weekend trip, and I can't ever get away. I gotta be here, so I can't get away for that long. Maybe one day we'll get to the point where we have like regular volunteers or something like that. That would be cool, and then I could leave for a couple of days. No snack left behind crew. That's exactly right. Sonny, what are you even doing over here? Mr. Pip, don't. No. Oh, you're the boss. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it, Mr. Pip. Happy tails, happy tails. That's right. What's up, Holiday? He's like, oh, I'm just making sure I'm here in case you want to see how beautiful I am. What? This rooster is like, I don't know, it's like a dog, I guess. Is like always wants to be with you. All the time. He follows, you don't even have to carry him out here. Mom just puts him on the ground and he follows her right around. It's so adorable. He stays out with us pretty much all day. He doesn't poop that much. That's what's crazy. Like most chickens poop like every 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. But he doesn't. Like, he just like maybe once or twice an hour. That's it. So he barely even needs a diaper. I think we have diapers from him. I had a friend. I'm going to do a video on that so y'all will see. But a friend actually made some diapers and mailed them to him. And I got them in the mail last night. I haven't opened them yet, but I need, huh? Oh, there's Blue and Puddles. Here, yeah, my arm's getting tired. Here, there, going. I know, right? But she sent them some diapers, so I need to do a unboxing video of that. Give them a shout out. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome to the live. Yeah, little Mr. Pip is a sweetie. Every day it boggles my mind that someone gave him up. They gave him up. We actually found the people that he escaped from, and they said, we don't want him back. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It's the nicest little bird ever. What's up, Blue? You looking good. Blue's doing really well, by the way, since the loss of his girl Rebel. He had a couple of rough days, but ever since we started putting him with Puddles, his demeanor seems better. As you see, he's bathing and taking care of himself, so I think he's okay. He had me a little worried for a couple of days. You could tell he was very sad, but I think he's accepted it, and he's got his buddy Puddle. I don't know where Puddles went off to, but he's got, look at him waddle. Look at that waddle. Come on now. Look at that. Ain't that the most adorable thing? Blue is this is such a nice bird, y'all. I don't know how to tell you. He's just a very nice boy. Oh no, look. Pip finally he gave up on me. Pip. Holiday, are you a super floof? Huh? Are you a super floof? Huh? This is my boy. I tell you what, his head feels funny. Yes, sir. He's like, who you calling funny? Yeah, I see you, all your fluff. Holiday, you think you're a peacock? He's like, no, I'm a turkey. I'm a turkey. He's like, a peacock wishes he was as handsome as me. I've had so many opportunities to adopt peafowl, and I just didn't have the infrastructure set up for it. But what I'm thinking, y'all, I was telling Mom, I got to convince her, though. I got this space over here. It's not, I mean, it looks like a hot mess right now. But the next time my brother-in-law comes over, once or twice a year, he'll bring his equipment over. He's got some nice heavy equipment. He'll bring his equipment over here and do some work for me. And so the next time he comes over, what I'd like to do is flatten this area out and maybe put an aviary over there. Something predator proof and big enough, because with peafowl, they wander. They'll wander off. So you have to keep them in a large aviary, or they'll go off in the woods, and then the predators will eat them. But I was thinking about doing that and building that, so the next time someone's looking to adopt out some peafowl, we can take some of those. They've always kind of been a dream animal of mine to care for. Sonny, you're so noisy. Why are you even over here? Look, Elizabeth is over here eating Holiday's food. That's what's so funny. Holiday is boycotting his food right now because we changed it on him. We give them a higher protein food during molting season, and he doesn't like it. But the geese, they don't care. They'll eat anything, man. They're like goats. Although they prefer corn. Callie's been bad for years. Highway 1. Yeah. That's what it was. That's what it was. I got to catch up with y'all. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear about what's going on in California, but it's pretty crazy. I'm glad I had the opportunity to see it before it went downhill so poorly. I should say the only thing I know about California is what I see on like social media, because if you watch the news, they make it out like everything's fine. That's why I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, but I'm too busy dealing with all of these. But when I've got time, I'll never watch like a mainstream media channel on any platform, because I know it's all lies. It's all lies. It's whatever their agenda wants to show you. But man, you'll see the real truth on TikTok and YouTube. I mean, you got to take that with a grain of salt too, because you never know whose lens you're seeing it through. But at least you get stuff that's less filtered that way. I think it should be 2 different states. Yeah, I agree with you there too. It's a big state. It's like, I think, over half of the coastline over there. Like it's like a different world because over here on the East Coast, every couple of hours you're jumping into a new state when you're driving. Sometimes it don't even take that long to get through a state. Puddles is better than a girlfriend. He likes Puddles. They get along pretty well. I mean, I don't think they're best buddies yet, but I think they're getting there. They get along. They get on pretty good with each other. Hey, Holiday. Hey, Holiday. Look at, he got, like I said, he got half a tail. You got half a tail. It's like, I know. See if we can get him. Let's see if we can see them pin feathers. He's like, what are you doing back there? He's like, nope. He just closed all his feathers up. He's like, pay no attention behind the curtain. Look, so see, look, we got pin feathers here coming in. Yeah, I see. You got all the new beautiful feathers coming in. So pin feathers can be very uncomfortable for them because it's easy to push them the wrong way. And that's why they're sensitive. It's not like if I just touch him, it's super painful. But those if you push those pin feathers into their skin, that's when it's painful. And so it's really easy when they're pin feathers like that to do that. So you got to be careful about how you handle them while they're molting. Because it can be pretty uncomfortable. You gotta make sure you rub their feathers the right way and you're gentle with them. You've been through almost the whole East Coast, yeah. So the furthest north I've been is like New York. I've been in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I shouldn't say the furthest north on the East Coast, because I've been to like Detroit and Ohio and Pennsylvania, and of course I live in Maryland. But I've been all the way down to Florida. I've driven all the way to Florida. So I've seen all of those states. Look, Lurky Turkey's over here talking trash to this guinea fowl. Hey, which guineas are coming out today? Can I let them out now? Oh, it's guinea fowl time. Oh, and poor Cookie, we got to let Cookie out. Oh, I have to feed all these. Look, I'm so busy talking to everybody, I'm not doing my job. That's okay. Okay. I'm not in any hurry today. Today's a good day to just kind of hang out with everyone. Guinea fowl. So the two white ones are males, and the speckled one is a female. Yeah, Ryan. Yep, I hear you about that. We started over on the East Coast. Hey, Neon, welcome to the live. You love the guineas? Yeah, we got a bunch of these guinea fowl. We have to, because we have so many males, we have to break them up into like 4 different enclosures. Because the males will fight with each other. Look at this girl. She's like, I'm gonna eat this leaf. This is a delicious leaf. It's funny because these guys are mostly insect eaters, but they will eat vegetables too. Sometimes they just play. Sometimes they're just playing with it. I don't know if no, I don't think so. Yeah, well, he's over here at the pool. He's not in it. Why?
Well, I want to put him up because I'm going to put Clyde back over there. He's being mean to Pete.
No, do you want me to bring him over?
Yes.
Let's go get Blue. Hey, Blue. Oh, don't even get in that water. You had your chance. Come on. Get to waddling. Get to waddling. Look at that waddle. Cute duck butt. That's a cute duck butt, Blue. Looking good, man. I like how his head goes the opposite direction as his body when he waddles. It's like a head stays straight, the whole body waddles. Get a good neck workout. Hey, Puddles. Hi, look, he's telling his buddy, too. He's like, come on. Come on. Okay. All right, cool. Watch out, Pip. Don't jump on me. It's muddy over here. Oh, look, we got Foghorn over here. What's up, Foghorn? Have you had breakfast yet? No. Let me get you some breakfast, man. I need to get you extra breakfast because apparently you got some ladies today. Pip, no. No, 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 no. You stay your dirty feet on the ground. I'm walking over here so you can't get me. I really need to get it. I have hats. I've got like 4 or 5 hats, and just by the time I get in the house, it's left my brain. I need to get a hat to leave out here to wear while I've got him out here. Okay. I'll just take this. This will work. Let's see. Sorry for the short history lesson. No, that's cool. That's cool. It's all good. I tell you, I think about that time and can't help but wonder what these people would think about what we've turned into today. They started a war over tea, over a tax on tea. All right, I think that's enough. And today we're taxed on everything. It's gotten so far out of hand. Everything. Like you can't even, like the American dream is even a joke because you can't ever own property. You can never own property. It's a complete scam. Because you try to not pay your property tax bill and see how much that house you worked your whole life for is yours. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that. That's all I'll talk about if I get into that. Okay. All right, look at that. They're like, oh, he's got 3 ladies today. That's okay. I gave him a ton of food. A gang meeting of the geese. Yeah, I think about that all the time now, actually. That was funny. That was so fun. I'm just going to start referring to them as a gang. I usually refer to them as a mob. They're kind of like a mob. Holiday. Could you get any handsomer? Could you get any more handsome? He's like, well, I'm working on it. Check back in 2 weeks. I'll have all new feathers. Pip, don't even try it, sir. Don't even try it. Look, don't even try it. Okay, we all know you're gorgeous. If my animals were human, which job would fit with them? Well, I can tell you one thing for sure. This one right here, Karen right here, HOA president. President of the HOA. Okay. Let's see. Holiday, believe it or not, probably would be the bouncer. Yeah, he'd probably be a bouncer because if anybody's fighting, he'll usually break that up. She'd be a snitch. Yeah, she'd be a snitch for sure. That's what she would do. She'd be like a confidential informant. That's Rosemary. Huh? No, Karen would be a HOA president. President of the HOA. Lurky Turkey, I don't know where she is right now, but she'd be like, I don't know, gatekeeper, hall monitor, boss lady. I don't know where she is, though. She's probably over in a chicken house. That's where she hangs out. Let's see. She likes to hang out over here. Yeah, this is where she is. What's up, Turkey Lurky? Or grandma, maybe. She's the matriarch of, like, the whole flock. She's boss lady, absolute top of the pecking order. Nobody messes with her. I think she's pretty well respected in the yard. None of the guinea fowl mess with her. None of the geese, well, the geese sometimes try, but they quickly regret it. And they always retreat very quickly. It's pretty impressive, actually, how she's boss lady. She's head of the yard. Of course, the guinea fowl would be my professional clown posse. Every last one of them would be part of the clown car brigade or whatever. Probably fit 30 of them in a little clown car. All right. As we discussed earlier, all of the geese would be members of the mafia. Goose mob. All right, goose gang. So I guess I need to start filling food bowl. No, Pip, don't. Okay, don't. I'm just not having that in my hair today, man. What's up, ladies? What's up, ladies? That was a good question, by the way. That was a fun question to think about. All right, let's put some food in here. I need to set up like a table next to every single cage is what I need to do. I don't like bending over like 1,000 times while I'm out here. It's hard on my back. All right, so that's a good amount of food. So I guess probably Friendly or Rudy's gonna go over here today. I don't usually put them in those little cages though, because they're so big. Holiday's gonna be a professional dress to impress Judge. That's good. You know what, let's grab Friendly. Friendly, because Friendly got out last yesterday, so let's let him come out early on the day. Hi, Friendly. Hi, Friendly. Oh, such a regal, handsome boy. Such a, look at you. You're gorgeous, man. You're a gorgeous boy. Oh, yes. Friendly's a really nice bird. Most of the time. Most of the time. He's pretty good.
Sometimes he's in an unfriendly mood.
Yeah, every once in a while, but mostly he just, the worst you get is this adorable little dance that he does.
Hi, Friendly.
He's an absolute beautiful bird, though. Yes, you're gorgeous. We all know you're handsome. We all know it. May as well top this off. I got it. All right. Texas is almost 800 miles across. I'll tell you what. I flew into Texas once to pick up a vehicle and, of course, had to drive it back to Maryland. And we drove for 6 hours and we're still in Texas. That ain't something someone from Maryland is used to. Let's see. So we'll put, well, that's probably enough for Rudy. We'll put Rudy over in this silver cage today. Who are we going to let out? The N guineas, they're more aggressive. So Clucky today? Wasn't Clucky out yesterday? Was Onyx out yesterday? Okay, well, we'll let Clucky out today because really only Clucky and maybe Rudy or Friendly can handle them. We have to be careful about who we let out with who because the smaller and older roosters can't handle the more aggressive guinea fowl. Picasso has been moved over here, by the way. This is my 100% spice rooster. Come on, Friendly. I mean, not Friendly, Rudy. I know. I know I called you the wrong name. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. Puddles? Oh, he's fine. Oh, yeah, I just put, hold on. We can go see Puddles. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted, Rudy. I'm sorry. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to get him some straw. Rudy was like, that was enough of holding me. Put me down so I can have my breakfast, man. Get him some straw so he's not walking around wet. Always try to make sure these guys have as much dry area as possible. And that's how you avoid foot sores, because foot sores are a real pain to deal with. Really hard to deal with a foot sore. Puddles. Oh, hold on, let me see. I'm working on these comments here. Oh, yeah, I think she meant in the continental U.S. I'm pretty sure Alaska is technically the biggest, but I think we were referring to the continental U.S.
You need to remember to let Clyde out before we come in.
Okay. Hi, Puddles. So are you leaving the girls out today?
Yeah.
Okay. So every other day these guys get out in the yard, and every other day the ladies get out in the yard. Yes. Because these guys are just too big for the ladies. Well, Puddles can kind of get away with it. Even though they look about the same size, Blue is significantly larger. But that's natural. Blue is a pekin. Puddles probably has some pekin in him or something. I don't know. He's pretty big for a Rowan. I mean, that's his coloring is of a Rowan, so he's probably mostly Rowan genes, but he's just really big compared to like Bert and Ernie. Big and handsome, right, Puddles? He's like, we're waiting for our breakfast, human. Look, they're coming right up to tell me, too. They're like, do you have it or not? You better dish out them snacks or you're going to feel duck wrath. You don't have any wrath. Nobody's falling for it. You're just a couple of sweet boys. Yeah. Oh, yeah, bob that head. We know. We know you're adorable. Look at how he looks. Come on now. There's the mannerisms this duck has. Melts my heart every day. It never gets old. I've had these guys for like 6 years. Well, not him, but I've had him for like 6 years, and he never gets old. He was a feed store surrender. What Puddles? Puddles was a shelter duck. Puddles was dumped at an animal shelter. Yes, Puddles. Okay, well, you know what? Let's go. Let me go get your food. I'll be right back, okay? We're going to jump you ahead of the rooster flock, and you troublemakers stay over here. Whew. Head rush. Head rush. Whew. Stood up too fast. I think so. I mean, I was only putting in for 2 ladies, but then when I put it down there, I thought, man, that's a lot of food, so I think he got 4 scoops, so that should be enough. Well, I don't know. You know what? We can check. I mean, look, yeah, I don't want to give him any more. He's just making a mess with it. So
all these guys out here. I'm going to rinse the buckets and I'm going in.
I think Mr. Pip is not letting Rosemary come eat. He's like, girl, that's it. Mr. Pip, that wasn't very nice, sir. That wasn't very friendly of you. He's like, I don't even want the food. I just didn't want her to have it. Crazy bird. Crazy bird. Okay, guys. Look, I got these snacks here. I got these snacks. Everybody is getting some of the high protein food right now, whether they're molting or not. We were trying to keep it separate, but what we did was that was 3 scoops. What do you think, Blue? We'll give you a little extra just for good measure. Just for good measure. You're big boys. You need all of the food. You need all of these snacks, don't you? Here you go, Puddles. There you go. They're like, yes, we are hungry. Oh my goodness, marmalade. Mouth. Mouth. I'm gonna start calling you Mouth. You're so noisy. Puddles, are those delicious snacks? You're like, yeah, but you're in the way because we need our water too. You're like, yeah, we gotta have this water. I like to put their food a little bit away from their water so they have to take a bite and then take it over and get their water. No, you're not coming back out. Don't even try it. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. It's the ladies' day. And they don't need no boys harassing them. I feel like that's just like barely not enough for them. I gotta go get some more. She is being spicy. Turkey Lurkey, are you spicy? Are you? No, Pip. Come here. There's nothing. You don't want this. Look here. She's like, yes, I do. Pip, don't jump on me. You already fed them cats, right? All right.
I have to feed them first thing, and not because of the cats, because of Lurkey.
Oh, yeah, Lurkey wants her cat food tax right away. So all I got to do is finish putting these roosters out,
Yes.
basically, and make sure everybody's got
I
food.
made Picasso's food on top of his cage, so keep that door closed because the hens will get it.
Okay. Let's go feed these trifling guinea fowl. Oh, I got to feed Anthony, too. Anthony hasn't been fed yet. Look, I hear you. I hear you coming up behind me. You're not fooling anybody, and you're not sneaky enough. Hi, Marmalade. Can we have a truce long enough for me to feed you, bro? Come on, be cool, Marmalade. Be cool. Look, y'all got him. Okay, Marmalade. Look. I'm feeding you, man. I'm feeding. Look, I got these snacks. I'm a good guy. Here. I think 2 scoops is probably enough. A little bit for good measure, Marmalade. He's like, this is the good cage. It has the dust bath. Marmalade, you a handsome guy. I don't know why you're so crazy. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Psycho. Okay, Anthony. Let's make sure you have food. I think he's got food in there from yesterday. Hey, that food that Anthony has is old, right? Anthony, I got fresh food for you. We'll give this to everybody else. I got you, man. This cage is kind of a pain to get into. There we go. Look, there you go. Look at them fresh snacks, Anthony. Did you get... Look, he made it. Look at you see he makes a mess. That's fresh water. He makes a mess of it. I'm gonna come in with some fresh straw for you, Anthony. I feel like you could use some straw. What's up, Sage? What's up, Sage? What's that? Oh, yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna throw the straw in for Anthony. I got his cage open. We don't have enough of these big kennels, so we section them off to make 2 smaller kennels because we got to separate so many of these birds, especially during molting season or mating season or whatever. Let me get... Sorry, Anthony. I got straw all in there. Today's not your day, man. You staying up today. Because them other guineas will kick your butt. All right. All right, we got to go grab Cookie Monster. Okay. Yeah, Pip could be a professional climber for the Olympics. He's pretty good.
Loki would like you to know that there's no dirt in that pool for him.
Oh, yeah, I got to bring them bags of dirt around. Come on, Cookie. Come on, Cookie. Oh, you're so heavy, Cookie. Here.
He's a heavy bird.
Well, especially because he gets to the back of the cage. Here.
Hey, dude.
You want me to put that on him? Or?
You can do it.
It's tough to do,
Okay.
to hold him up against me with this here. So you got straw on there. All right.
There you go, my dude. Did you let anybody out yet?
Hold on.
Rooster-wise? Let him hop around for a little bit.
Yeah, there's no roosters out yet.
Well, the guineas are out there, so keep an eye on them.
Nah, put them up. Yeah, put them up. I forgot those guineas are out. They're just so aggressive. All I have to do is turn my back for a minute.
It's funny they haven't gone after Pip yet.
You know what? I don't think they respect him enough. I don't think they view him as any kind of threat. Poor Pip can't get no respect. The ladies won't give him none.
All right, I'm going in because you know I got to go into town to get your jacket.
All right. Come on, Cookie. There you go, Cookie Monster. You said the water is on? Okay, that's fine. Let me catch up on some comments real quick. Make sure I'm not leaving anybody out. Happy birthday in the Philippines.
Hey, he's trying to come with me, but let him stay out with you longer, okay?
That's fine. That should be fine. Nobody picks on him.
No, I know, but he just flew up to try to come. He just flew up over the gate. What's the matter?
Sit. What do you got? What do you got? Well, whatever it is, it's done for. Sit. She got a lizard? Oh, well. That's the nature of outdoor cats. I get them mostly to keep the rodent population under control, but they do get the occasional lizard.
Make sure he doesn't follow me.
Yeah, good luck with that. Pip, you got to stay in here. He's like, no, I'm going with Mom. Look, he's telling you. He's like, don't leave me, Mom. Oh, he's not happy. He knows you're leaving. She's leaving you, man. It's all right. She's not going far. We'll go get her. So Pip, I have put him on holiday. Look. He don't stay. He's like, no, I ain't staying on that guy. And Holiday doesn't care. Holiday is, for once, actually being well behaved. He has not yet done anything aggressive towards Pip. He does kind of huff and puff, but that's it. Yes. So I think he knows he's tiny. Or he's cool with him or whatever, which is nice. That's nice to not have to worry about that. Look at his wing. Look at these feathers, y'all. My God, look at how beautiful and intricate. Like every feather is different. Like this one is spotted, but those are more striped. Holiday, you are gorgeous. Like I know the bald eagle's cool and all, but I think you should be the national bird. Yes. Yes. Holiday for president, y'all. Got my vote. Ironically, less of a turkey than anyone else running. Yes, Mr. Pip. Oh, what? Oh, you gonna be spicy? Huh? Come here. Nobody's worried about you, Mr. Pip. Nobody. He crows so much. It's kind of funny. Come on. You're getting too close. Come on. Let's go. All right. Let's see. What else? Hi, Katie. Or Kate. Kate's animal friends. Welcome to the live. How's Puddles doing? Oh, there's that comment. I'm a little bit behind on comments. Okay, so, all right, so Flower's over there. She's already up. So let's get Flower some food. I left the food over here. Guys, I probably walk 10,000 steps every day just doing this. There's no doing one cage, then the next cage, then the next cage. It's just back and forth between the cages 1,000 times. Because it's not as simple as just letting everyone out. They have to come out in a certain order. Certain birds can be out with other birds. Certain birds need to be put in a different area. Make sure everyone stays safe. Hey, Flower. Hey, pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. Beautiful lady. Flip-flop. You are so noisy, Flip-flop. You are the noisy one. Flip-flop. So noisy. Yes, Henry. Yes, Henry. I hear you, Henry. Hi, Zorro. Pretty girl. Beautiful lady. Yes, I hear you. She's clucking. This is the female guinea fowl sound. Very quiet about it, though. They can actually do that much louder. But she has a bum leg. She's always had a bum leg. I think it's up in her hip joint. So we keep her separate. Because she just can't defend herself from these psychos. Let's see. Hold on a second, y'all. Had to move my phone over to do not disturb because I keep getting all these annoying notifications. Okay. They're good. Did these guys get any food yet? I really need to get more food. No, they haven't been fed yet. I think I probably have enough in here for them. Guinea fowl do not eat that much. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Guinea birds are not big eaters. There you go. There you go. What's up, turkey bird? I hear you. I hear you. I know you the boss. I ain't messing with you. Look, you being spicy. I didn't even do anything to you. You're being spicy. All right, let's go see who else needs some snacks. I got a couple of roosters I still need to put out up somewhere. It's easy to forget about Alaska, but you were right on the continental U.S. Ryan, I'm right there with you, man. The ducks could be professional singers. I think Beauregard thinks he's a professional singer. I can hear him in there going off. All right, so I've got that. Who else has to come out? Let's see, Onyx needs to be out, and Big Bird. I need a place for Onyx, so I can put Onyx over here, I think. Yeah, I'll put Onyx in here. This was fresh water, but I think I messed that up, so let me get him some water. You know what, let me put this right here. And we'll get Onyx some fresh water and give him some food. And then I just got to find a place to put Big Bird. And then, oh, you know what? I can put Big Bird in where Clucky is. You know, we'll do that the other way around. We'll put Big Bird. It's crazy. I put Do Not Disturb on and these stupid notifications are still coming through. I don't care about any of that. All right. I don't know if y'all can hear that thing screaming off in the background, but that's Beauregard. He's a big old cockatoo. And I don't know what his deal is. And a little bit of straw in there, I feel like. A little bit of straw would be nice. Here's some good straw. This cage needs to be cleaned out. The straw's getting kind of deep. Okay, and food. So I got this one here. What'd I say? We're gonna put Big Bird over here, so like a scoop and a half. We'll do a scoop and a half. There. And then let's go grab Mr. Big. Sup, Picasso? And I gotta get you some straw, man. It's kind of messy in here because of them geese. Hey, Big. Come on, Big. Hey, Big. How are you? How are you, Big Bird? This guy is 100% sugar. He's very nice. He never attacks the people. Do ya? You're a good rooster, aren't ya? Aren't ya? He was a shelter rooster. He's excited to see Anthony, apparently. He's like, "What, you want to go?" He's like, "I don't attack the people, but guinea fowl are free game." You guys. Look, Anthony's not even aggressive. Look at you. You're going to kick all the dirt in your food. He's like, "I don't care. I got to show this guinea fowl who's boss." Look at the wings down. He's putting them wings down. Big Bird, you're so silly. Okay. Clucky, I'm going to let you out, but you come after me, we're going to have words. Clucky's like 70% sugar, 30% spice. Just spicy enough to where you don't want to turn your back on him. Hey, Soot Kitty, are you drinking water up there? Soot. Not paying me any attention, that's one thing's for sure. All right, this bowl looks pretty good. So we'll put this over here. And this is going to be for Onyx, so he gets 2 scoops. And I need to get him some straw because it's a little dirty in here. As it usually is when the geese have been in there. The geese are very messy. Not as messy as the ducks. Straw here. Just a top dressing. That's pretty good. That'll work. Ooh, there's a nice dust bath in here too. Onyx loves a good dust bath. Some of the birds like a dust bath way better than others, but Onyx does appreciate a dust bath. Yes, sir, I hear you, Mr. Onyx. Come here. Come on. This is my boy. Hi, Onyx. So Onyx only has one eye. See? Only one. That's all you got. That's okay. That's okay. Here. Look, I give you them snacks, Onyx. I give you them snacks, man. Onyx is 100% sugar. He's a very sweet bird. He was a feed store surrender. So we've had him since he was a little baby. All right, let's catch up on some comments for a second. All right, Neon, you got to chill your heels, bro. Everybody just be cool. I didn't see what's going on here. Stop yapping. That's not very friendly. Just be cool, my friend. Everyone be cool. We're supposed to have a nice time, not argue in the chat. It's all good. Everybody's good, y'all. Thank you, VE. Oh yeah, I've good. I mean, I've been raised around animals. I was raised ever since I was a baby. My mom worked for a wildlife sanctuary, and she had over 100 baby animals in incubators in our apartment when I was born. And it's just I've always been around critters. And so my whole adult life, I've been participating in some form of rescue or sanctuary or something. Is that my mom? Yes, the lady that was on here before is my mom. Yeah, I love the ducks. The ducks are pretty cool. Y'all want to see? We didn't even look at who's still up. Hold on. Before we go look at those guys, I need to let Picasso out because even though he's a great big old 100% spiced jerk, I still can't leave him up all day. Let's give him some straw first. Good night. The last thing I'd want to have to do is medicate or work on him. That bird has one goal in life, and it is to put as many holes in me as possible with his spurs. And he's nailed me before. And it is no fun. A rooster spur will put you in the hospital real quick because their spurs aren't very clean and they're extremely sharp as a needle. And I'm not exaggerating. They are sharp as a needle. And they hit you with them with a lot of force. So it goes deep. And so you can get an infection really easy. So that actually happened with Mom earlier this year. She had to go to the emergency room and get antibiotics because she got spurred, and it wasn't even an aggressive spur. What happened was the rooster was just kind of kicking his legs and got her right in between the fingers with the spur. He wasn't trying to attack her. This was a different rooster. This was actually a very docile rooster. This guy over here, Foghorn, not this guy, but this guy in the triangle cage, that white one. Foghorn is probably 80% sugar, 20% spice, give or take. But she picked him up and he just kind of was flailing his feet around and he got her in between the fingers with that spur, and it's just so sharp. And her hand started turning red and swelling up, so she had to go get antibiotics for that. If Holiday was a human, he still has the same mindset and personality. When he was a turkey and he got elected president, what would he do? Oh, man. You sure do like to make my brain work, don't you? Well, the first thing he would do is pass a law that nobody's allowed to change his food. I'm pretty sure that would be high on the priority list right now. So that would, and of course, he would automatically pardon every single turkey on the planet that would also be an important first. That would probably be a second step. The food would probably be a first step kind of deal. Isn't that right, Holiday? Unlimited snacks for everyone, of course. And he'd probably pass some disparaging law against buckets. Pretty sure about that. Those are the main things I think Holiday would do. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Holiday? I have a video idea for, it's funny because I've had the idea for over a year and I just haven't had time to do it. And then I saw another channel beat me to it with other animals. I forget what channel it was, but I need to do that video. It's with a certain audio that's going around. I don't know if you've heard the These Are My Ladies audio. That's really hilarious, but I need to do that with Holiday and his buckets. But that would take a really long time to film and edit. I used to do a lot of that kind of stuff back when the height of COVID and nobody was doing anything but making videos. I've got a lot of those videos from back then. Get rid of Thanksgiving. Well, so I don't even think about Thanksgiving, and we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here. We celebrate Thanksliving. We call it Thanksliving. We do vegan pizza for dinner, homemade. I got a really cool pizza oven. It's like a countertop pizza oven. And it costs like, if you get it on sale, it's like $100, but it heats up to 800 degrees and it has a ceramic stone inside. So it's like you can make brick oven style pizza right on your countertop. It's bonkers. Makes a really good pizza. And so we do that for Thanksgiving. And I do a lot of outreach type videos about turkeys and stuff like that too, because Thanksgiving really is essentially just celebrating a genocide with a massacre. That's what Thanksgiving is. And so it's really an absolutely horrible holiday if you really dig into what it is. But anyway, yes, that is a good suggestion. Ban Thanksgiving. Look at these ladies. Oh, we were going to go see the other ducks. We need to go see the other ducks. Y'all think I'm a little bit scatterbrained? I think Ryan asks some of the best questions, for sure. Makes my brain work. I like the way you think. Oh, you had the same black bulls. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't believe I let Clucky out. What was I thinking? Okay, come here. Come here. Just come here. I'm glad I saw that. That was stupid of me. See, you're easy to forget about. I'm sorry, Mr. Pip. I'm sorry, Mr. Pip. Well, thankfully, Clucky didn't take you too seriously. Thankfully, he wasn't taking you very seriously. Thank you, Clucky, for not taking him seriously. Mr. Pip, I guess I'm just going to carry you around. Let's see. Let's go see these other ducks. I was going to show you all these other ducks. Y'all, I am just a walking scatterbrain. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta put Clyde over with with Puddles and Blue. So there's Miss Peach right there, and that's Bonnie right there. And then Clyde has only been in there for like an hour. He's not in there all day, but we're gonna grab him up and put him over with the boys because he's mean to the girls. Well, he's mean to Peach. He's fine with Bonnie. Hey, Miss Peach, how you doing, pretty girl? So Miss Peach, they're about the same size, but Miss Peach is easier to tell because she's dark. She's much darker in color than Bonnie's a lot lighter. Both gorgeous babies, though. What if we do the same president question with Mr. Pip? Well, unlimited free shoulder rides, and it's illegal to put him down. He's allowed to stay on the shoulder as long as he wants, and we're no longer allowed to give him any grief over his dirty feet. Also, no more putting the lid on his nighttime enclosure. He's allowed to come out whenever he wants. These are the rules he's enacting, of course. And he's also allowed to poop anywhere he wants without getting any grief. And unlimited bugs for everybody. Isn't that right, Mr. Pip? He's like, I'm scoping out all these ducks, man. I'm not used to being in here. I could probably leave him in here with all of these ducks and he'd be fine. Here, go see them ducks. See how that goes over. Oh, Miss Peach telling you off. Oh, she got her nerve. I know. Come here. You hang out with me. Miss Peach, that was rude, Miss Peach. That was rude. She's like, whatever. I can't be bothered. Have I ever accidentally tasted the feed? Not really. I've actually thought about trying it, but then I remembered that it's not vegan. I almost wanted to try it one day, but I remembered it wasn't vegan, so I haven't. So the high protein food actually has fish meal in it. And then the regular food has something called animal byproduct in it, which is a fat. It's animal fat or whatever that they put in there to get the crude fat content up where they want it to be. So yeah, it would probably be disgusting anyway. Pretty bland. I mean, it's mostly just like corn and soy, oats, stuff like that. Marmalade should be a professional singer. He's a loudmouth, that's for sure. Come here, Clyde. I'm gonna get you, man. Clyde is very spicy towards the people. It's hilarious because he can't do anything. It's like 100% attack, 0% damage. Come here. Oh, he's like, I will not cooperate. I will not cooperate. Oh, Mr. Pip is jumping on him. Y'all, I got Pip in one hand and Clyde. All right, get off of me, Pip, you psycho. What's up, Clyde? You don't like Clyde. Clyde, Pip don't like you, man. Pip don't like you. Look at how gorgeous. How gorgeous is this duck, y'all? He's like, unhand me, you filthy human. Pip, stop it. Stop trying to get on him. You stay in here with the ladies for a minute. You just stay with the ladies. I'll be back to get you. Clyde over here, over where he's protected. Okay, Clyde, there you go. Oh my goodness. So Clyde actually gets along pretty well with Puddles and Waddles. Oh, not Waddles, Blue. Y'all, I have a filing cabinet of names in my brain, and sometimes I pull the wrong file. You know how hard it is to keep 70 names straight? Not even 70 names, hundreds of names, really, if you count all of the critters I've cared for over the years. All right, so these guys are good. I did these guys, right? Yeah, these guys are good. Time to start running down and doing a check and making sure everyone's been... Oh, you know who's not out is Milkshake. Mr. Pip, I'm just gonna leave you in there with them for now. I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. Yeah, no, I'm not leaving you in there. Just remembered that I don't like that big tub there. I mean, he could probably get out of it, but we're not taking that risk. Come here, I gotta find some place to stick you, Mr. Pip. So they have plenty of foods. So Duck Alley is fine. We need to find some place to put Milkshake, and I feel like the only option I have is Pumbaa's old hut there. So that's what we'll do. I hear you, Cookie. All right, so let's get some food for Milkshake, which I get to do using one hand because I got this guy in the other. Let's see, what's that? That's kind of light. We got to do better than that. That's probably enough. Clucky, you're a pretty good boy today. You're a pretty good boy today. Yeah, you know it. I'm pretty sure he didn't start that altercation with Pip. Pip's got tiny dog syndrome. He got little man syndrome. All right, so that's where, you know what, did we didn't keep, did we keep, what's her name? Cupcake was supposed to be separate from everybody today. Is she over here? Tell me, okay, good, she's over here. Okay, so Cupcake has food. Cupcake is, we're pretty sure she's fine. We suspect she's getting picked on and not getting enough access to food. Even though we put food in like 5 different bowls, she's a little skinny. So she's gonna get 3 or 4 days of maybe a little bit longer even, of being separated out from everyone, just to make sure that she's getting enough food and try to get her some more weight on her, because she's really not old enough to be skinny like that. It might just be that they're picking on her and she's not getting enough access to food, because she seems really good otherwise. All right, Milkshake, sir. How you doing? I really need both hands for him. Let's see how this goes. Because he's crazy. Come on, Milkshake. Right there. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yes, I hear you, Pip. Well, you're the one that makes everything difficult. He's like, no, I'm not. You're the one that let that other rooster out. Hey, Milkshake. How you doing, my guy? You were just a handsome boy, aren't you? He's like, I'm a silky rooster. Nicole loves Cookie Monster. Yeah, Cookie Monster is a lot of work. We put a lot of work into him. He's a really nice rooster. Okay. Make sure that's closed up good. Yeah, Cookie's a really good bird. He's been through a lot. He had a really bad foot infection that spread through his whole body. So he was septic. The vet said we should put him down, and we're like, you don't know. We're like, give us some antibiotics and we'll go home. And we did that. And after a couple of weeks, we got the rest of his body healthy, but we were never able to get the infection out of his leg. Even after debridement surgeries and like 3 long rounds of antibiotics, and eventually the only way to save his life was to take his leg. And so we found a vet all the way up in Pennsylvania that would do that. Very nice vet. And he's, it was a long road to recovery. The flap that they folded over the end of his leg died. So he had exposed bone. And we worked with that vet, and we were actually able to regenerate skin. It was amazing how well this stuff she gave us for his leg was. And it was months and months of bandage changes every day, sometimes a couple of times a day. The whole ordeal was over a year long. And then after that, he got better, and now he's living his best rooster life. Are you getting impatient? Are you tired of me holding you? Pip needs a girlfriend that is his size. He does. Maybe one of these days one will come along, but it's very rare that we have bantams. He's only the second bantam I've ever had in all the years I've been doing this. Yeah, you love how Holiday's he's basically a stalker. See, he's always right there. He's never hard to find. I think I've got everybody out now. I just have to double check everyone's food situation and make sure everybody got fed. Good morning from Canada. Hi, Candace. Welcome to the live. Mom says Beauregard's deal is he can hear me, and so can Cody. That's why Beauregard's been screaming. You heard Beauregard. Yeah, he wants all of the attention for sure. Cody too. Picasso is not so nice. No, Picasso is not nice at all. Hey, Judy. That's my sister. Hi, Judy. Well, 3, 2, 1, we don't eat any animals here on the sanctuary. We understand that they are birds. They are not humans, even though we try to treat them with the same level of respect. They have their own limitations. Okay, so you can't have the same expectations out of a bird with whatever their varying intelligence levels. They are intelligent in their own right, but they are not going to live by the same rules that people do. And so just because Picasso would prefer not to have a human interfering in his territory, which is all that is, it's not like if I'm across the yard, he's going to come and chase me down. He just doesn't want me near him. He's not going to be punished for that. He just needs to be handled with extra care and respect and allowed to live out his life, because we don't know, Picasso came to us as a full-grown senior rooster. He's an older rooster, and he was at an animal shelter, and You don't know. Roosters are some of the most abused and neglected animals on the planet. They are so mistreated oftentimes, and you don't know what kind of hell he went through before he got to the animal shelter, right? And so, he could have been abused, kicked, chased, tormented by humans before he got there, and that could have been his only impression. And, once something like that happens, that becomes set in them sometimes, and there's just no getting it out. And the best I can do for him is just give him his space, which is what I do. And I absolutely love Picasso. I mean, he's very difficult to manage, but he's also very interesting. So I really like him a lot. He loves the bucket. Holiday does love the bucket. Yes, Holiday would outlaw all forms of factory farming. Clucky is a good rooster. Yes. Yes, Clucky was pulling his punches for sure. I'm impressed with him. Because he was definitely pulling his punches there. And you were lucky he was, because you were tiny. Yeah, 321, you're right. I'm not getting those essential amino acids. I mean, as a vegan of 10 years, you wouldn't know it by looking at me, but I've died like 8 times from protein deficiency. Also, in addition to those 10 times of protein deficiency death, my B12 levels have caused me to kick off like 8 more times. So I've just, I've been through 18 of my lives already. I don't know how many more I get, but I don't know how I function every day without all that protein, I hope you're getting enough fiber in your diet though, because meat eaters don't generally get enough fiber. The American diet is very deficient in fiber. The average American gets between 12 and 15 grams of fiber per day. Fiber is essential for gut health and GI tract health. Also plays a huge role in regulating blood sugar. And just to give you an idea, while the average American gets somewhere between, I think it's 12 and 15 grams of fiber a day, for a woman, it's recommended to get between 22 and 25 grams a day. And for a man, it's 30 to 35 grams of fiber a day. And eating a high fiber diet substantially reduces the risk of a lot of different kinds of cancer. So you should add up your fiber for the day and make sure you're getting your fiber every day, because meat contains no fiber. Animal products do not contain fiber. Fiber comes from plants. If you're not getting enough fiber, you put yourself at a substantial risk of things like colon cancer. I take that very seriously because I have a family history of it. But as a vegan, I don't have to worry about my fiber intake, and I actually get my RDV of protein as well without any effort, because I'm not a potato chip vegan. Oh, and I get all my amino acids too, by the way. So, that's false what you said, but okay. Hey, Liddy, welcome to the live. Yeah, this is Mr. Pip right here, is that we're hanging out with. I'm just kind of chilling right now. Actually, what I need to do, let's do that now. I need to go and just double check everyone. So Friendly got food. We know Holiday got fed. Yes, I know. You're handsome. Hey, Bert and Ernie, oh, you guys did not get any of them snacks. Okay. Well, there you go. That's why we double check. Let me go get the food picture. Yeah, Clyde is a rebel. Are we going to keep Mr. Pip as an indoor rooster? Yeah, probably. I don't know how long. We're going to give it a try and see how it works out. He does really well with the people. And we don't really have anything set up out here for him. We don't have anything out here that is going to keep him safe. Like even... I don't really have to worry about even snakes with most of our animals, but Pip is so tiny. A big enough black snake might try to eat him. Here, you stand right there. Just stay right there for a minute. Just a minute. Give me one quick second. I just got to grab some snacks for. Oh, you're so loud. That was my ear. That was my ear, Pip. Come here. Come on. Let's go give Bert and Ernie some snacks. But anyway, Pip's pretty nice, and we're gonna see how he works inside first. We're working on getting him some diapers, so we actually have diapers for him now. A friend of mine sent us some diapers, and I just got them like late last night out of the mailbox. And so we haven't tried them yet. There you go, guys. Totally gave you too much food, but I need to get y'all some straw too. That was way too much food for them. That's okay. Whatever they don't eat, the cleanup crew will take care of tonight. Happily take care of, by the way. It's their favorite job. They're into waste management. That's very fitting for a mob of geese. Their specialty is waste management. Hey, JR Wiz. Welcome to the live. Let's see. Grab. Pip, you're making it really... Here, get up on my shoulder. Can you go up there? I need... Straw is a two-hand task. Especially when it's all loose like this. Yeah, you stay up there on my shoulder where Clucky can't get you, or where you can't get Clucky is really more accurate. Hey, boys, I got some straw for you. Keep those flip-flappers safe and healthy. Dry and healthy. There you go. Have a nice day, fellas. Have a nice day, fellas. I love listening to the duck chatter. All right, let's see. Quack, quack. Hey, Cloud, welcome to the live. Hey, Rudy. Looking good, Rudy. You got them snacks. You ate almost all them snacks already. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure you take my own risk here. I'm just going to poke my head in because he's already like, are you coming in here? Are you ready to go? You ready to do this? Look at him. Look at him. He's like, I ain't even worried about you. He's going to come get me. Really, Picasso? Look at you coming over here like real slow and stealthy. Like maybe if you sneak up on me. Bro, you and me, man. Yeah, I know. This guy has spurred me. He spurred me right in my hand once. It was pretty nasty. Very painful. Yeah, Liddy, with the diet stuff, here's the thing, okay? I've gotten very distrusting of our government over the last 10 years. And the reason why is because I've become educated, more educated. And I realized that our government, our food pyramid, the FDA, it's all crap. It's all garbage. For example, the FDA is funded in part, almost half, not quite half of their funding comes from the companies they regulate. We want to talk about a conflict of interest, right? And so I don't trust anything they say. And so I've done my own research. And, if you look at charts that show the occurrence of like GI type of cancers over the last, 60 or 70 years, it's like skyrocketed. Meanwhile, the quality of our diet and the amount of fibers in our diet have just plummeted. And I've listened to there's a podcaster, his name is Rich Roll, like Richard Rich. So Rich Roll, and he's a vegan. But he has people on his podcast all the time that are not vegan. So it's not like a vegan echo chamber or anything like that. It's a really good educational podcast. And he had a very well-respected and renowned, I forget his name, but GI doctor on. And the GI doctor was talking about, how everyone is so focused on protein intake. And what they should be focusing on is fiber intake because it's fiber. I mean, protein is very abundant. But in the American diet, fiber is not. Like a lot of your breads, a lot of your crackers, and of course meat has no fiber in it, but a lot of your shelf-stable foods don't have enough fiber in it. And so the Americans get, about half of the amount of fiber they should take in. And fiber is a prebiotic. It feeds your gut bacteria, and it plays an essential role in having a healthy gut microbiome. And if you don't get enough fiber, then your gut microbiome, takes a hit, and it doesn't have, and your gut microbiome, by the way, they say health starts in your stomach. And that's a simplified term saying that, you need a healthy gut microbiome to have a healthy immune system and a healthy body. And if you're not feeding that microbiome by eating fiber and fermented foods like yogurts and sauerkraut and things like that, or you could take probiotics, those and vegan yogurt, by the way, I'm specifying. I eat a cashew-based yogurt that's delicious. I actually eat that every day. It's like my favorite breakfast. But if you don't have enough fiber, you can take all the prebiotics in the world you want, but if you're not feeding those with you can take all the probiotics, that you want. But if you're not feeding those probiotics with like the necessary fibers that they need, then you're just wasting money. Also, fiber plays an important role of having good bowel health. So it always kind of cracks me up when people assume that I don't get enough protein. I eat like tofu. I love tofu. Tofu is one of my favorite foods, and I eat that, and it's loaded with protein. Pumfu is another food I like. It's like tofu, but it's made with pumpkin seeds, and it's got like 28 grams of protein per serving. And that's just in the one ingredient of my dinner. That doesn't include all of the other vegetables and legumes and things that I put in my dinner. It's just the pumfu itself. It's like 28 grams of protein in a single meal. And I should say a single serving. Okay, a serving is quite small, so I may eat a larger serving. So I might get 30, 35 grams of protein just in the one ingredient. So the whole idea that vegans don't get protein, that's because people don't educate themselves. You get these people that call themselves quote unquote ex-vegans. By the way, there's no such a thing as an ex-vegan. There's an ex-plant-based diet person or whatever, but vegans don't adopt their diet because of the diet. We adopt our diet because of our ethics. And a veganism is more than just a diet. It's not a diet. It's not a diet at all. Plant-based is the diet. Veganism is a lifestyle. It goes way beyond diet. But the idea that we don't get enough protein is hilarious. And I asked my doctor about that, who is not a vegan, who doesn't specialize in vegan care. He said he's got a lot of vegans in his care, in his practice, but he doesn't. It's not his specialty. And I asked him to check my vitamin levels, my B levels, and he kind of laughed at me. And he said, "I've never in my life seen a vegan with low vitamin B levels unless it was a secondary issue, like it was caused by an underlying health issue." And but he checks my B levels every year anyway now, just because he knows I want it done. And I have never once, and I don't supplement vitamin B unless I'm dealing with a health issue, like maybe I've got a cold or something like that. Generally, I don't supplement with vitamin B, and my B levels always come back in the healthy range, always. So I don't worry about it. You just can't be a potato chip vegan, okay? You can't get rid of the meat in your diet, get rid of the dairy in your diet, and then eat potato chips and cookies and crackers and cereal and stuff like that all the time. You need to educate yourself about how to make real food that doesn't come from a box, with real whole food ingredients, and then you'll be as healthy. Well, you'll be healthier than your average American for sure. Of course, that's not a very it's not a very difficult thing to accomplish. The American diet is atrocious. But yeah. You wish you had a sanctuary nearby. I'm sorry you don't have a sanctuary nearby. Yeah, it's not something many people take on. It's a lot of work. It's very difficult. It's very costly. But it's very rewarding if it's the lifestyle you want. Look at this girl right here. Isn't she beautiful? That's Sage. Spurs are no joke. And cashews have fiber, so cashew yogurt is 1 million times better than dairy-based. That's right. Cashews do have fiber. So that's what I'm saying. When I was adding up the fiber I get on average without trying, without any supplements or anything, I hit 28 to 30 grams of fiber a day. And something to keep in mind. I don't typically eat a 2,000 calories a day either. I don't eat that much. I probably stay closer to the 1,500 to 1,800 calories a day, a little more on the weekends because I let myself have more junk food, but I just don't need that many calories. So when they say an average man should have 30 to 35 grams of fiber a day, they're basing that on a 2,500 calorie a day diet. So if I eat 2,000 calories a day and I get 28 grams of fiber, I'm hitting that fiber goal that they say you should have. So I would encourage anybody, whether you adopt a vegan diet or not, to like count your fiber intake for the day and see where you stand there, because my father died from colon cancer and I watched him die from that, and it was a horrible, horrible way to die. Um, and eating fiber, and it doesn't reduce your risk by like 2%. Okay, it reduces it like there's actually a chart that shows, like, obviously, if you eat 20 grams of fiber, if you increase that to 25 grams of fiber, you reduce your risk of colon cancer by a substantial percentage. But then if you bump that up to 30 grams, you reduce it even more. It's been a while since I looked into it, so I don't remember the exact numbers, but I would encourage anybody to look at their diet and make sure you're getting fiber. And it was also noted in the studies I was reading about, and I read about this stuff because that's one of the things I talk about on my business channel, my affiliate marketing channel, is eating enough and being healthy. Not every video I make over there is about sales, but I talk a lot about being healthy. So I do a lot of that research. But one of the things that was noted in the studies were that people who got their fiber from vegetable sources actually had an even significantly more reduced risk, I should say, trying to figure out how to word that. Their risk was reduced much more than getting fiber from like fruits or even legumes. So there was something more important about getting your fiber from vegetable sources. But just having enough fiber in general is very important, regardless of where you get it from. Ideally getting it from whole foods and not just some powdered supplement. But anyway, welcome to fiber talk. Can't do pumpkins or tomatoes, highly allergic. Well, I would say for protein, organic tofu, make sure it's organic. Organic tofu is a great option. There's also a pretty tasty food out there now. It's a brand, it's called Meaty. I like that. It's MEATI, and it's made from mushroom root, and it has a lot of protein and fiber in it as well. And it actually is really tasty, and it's only got like 1 or 2 ingredients, I think, if memory serves. It has a very short and simple ingredient list, which I love. It's not organic, but the ingredient list is very clean, so I do eat that. But yeah, I would be really bummed if I couldn't ever eat tomatoes. I love tomatoes. But yeah, I know a lot of people have a hard time with tomatoes. I cannot eat a lot of cooked tomatoes. I can eat as many raw tomatoes as I want, but when they're cooked, I have to be careful and eat small amounts. You have a lot of go-to tofu recipes here, as well as different beans and chickpeas and stuff like that with plenty of protein. Yeah, Liddy. Yeah, I love tofu though. I like silken tofu, firm tofu. The most common way for me to eat it is just to cube it and toss it in a little cornstarch with some spices and bake it in the oven. And then I'll put like a homemade stir fry sauce or like a homemade General Tso's sauce. I have a General Tso's recipe that's gluten-free. I don't use any cane sugar in it. I also make it soy-free, but it is absolutely delicious. Look, this is my stalker right here. Yeah, VE tofu is very, very dynamic. You can make it so many different ways. If you use silken tofu is really good for desserts. I make like a chocolate mousse with silken tofu. When I'm looking to, like, if I'm doing strength training, which I've really been lazy about the last few months, I need to get back into that. But when I'm in a cycle, when I'm doing strength training, I am looking to amp up my protein a little bit. Like, I'm not going to be taking a protein supplement. But I do want to increase my protein intake in my food. And one of the ways I do that is I make this chocolate mousse that is essentially just silken tofu, monk fruit extract, and cocoa powder and a little bit of sea salt. And you blend that up and then you put it in a little ramekin and you let it set. Okay, we already know they're done. overnight, and it solidifies up, and it just makes, it's like a very airy, fluffy pudding. It's very delicious, and it's just loaded with protein. But 99% of the time, I don't give a second thought about my protein intake, unless somebody on here comes on and basically just says the same thing that they've heard 1,000 times everyone else say. And that's really kind of what's messed up about people, is just because they take what random people say as fact, and then they just kind of regurgitate that. I've been guilty of it myself, honestly, in the past. It's just really easy to do. And then I catch myself. I'm like, well, I didn't really do the research on that. And so I'll actually go and look that stuff up. You got to make sure you're getting information from reputable sources. It's one of the downsides of, free speech is super important, but that is but everything that's important, everything that's great comes with a con too. And then one of the cons is that anybody can say anything, basically. It doesn't have to be true. And everybody's got this sounding board now. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. Oh, I'm getting pecked right now, y'all. Look, hold on. Of course, he's going to be done by the time I get this thing off here. What? Were you pecking at me? He was pecking my hair. Are you my shoulder rooster? He just sits up there, y'all. Look at that. Oh, you love mushrooms? Yeah, my mom's a big mushroom person too. Hey, V. That's funny. You're the second V I know. I know another V. That would get really confusing if y'all both jumped on the live stream at the same time. What is my favorite kind of vegetable to eat? Justin, I like broccoli. Broccoli. I grow my own. It's part of my Friday night dinner. My Friday night dinner is always General Tso's tofu. I make it homemade. And broccoli. A heap and bowl of broccoli. Like the tofu takes up that much room, and the broccoli is like just this mound of broccoli. And I put some of the General Tso's sauce on top because I behave myself Monday through Friday afternoon, and then with my diet, and then Friday night through Sunday, I get to eat basically whatever I feel like. That's the rule. That's how I maintain my weight, and make sure that I'm getting lots of good healthy food. But broccoli would be my favorite. Oh, you like the geese? We can go back and see the geese some more. I'm just kind of walking around. I keep trying. I'm pretty sure we've got everybody. Before we go see the geese, let me double check this. And then I also need to go down and feed the emus. We can go down and see the emus. Although we'll probably walk Mr. Pip up to the porch first and get him inside. Yeah, everybody's out over here. We'll go put Mr. Pip up, and then we'll go see the emus. But let's go see the goobers for a minute. I hear you, Friendly, over there complaining. Mr. Pip is getting better at riding on the shoulder. He's still learning how to not fall off. Hi, Zorro. But he's getting better at it. Hi, Flip Flop. Hi, Flip Flop. Hi, Flip Flop. This is Flip Flop right here. Hey, buddy. Are you my wingman? Are you my boy? Yeah, you are. You're handsome. You're beautiful. He's like, who's that rooster on your shoulder? He's looking at me funny because I got a bird on me. I hear you, lady. Look, this guinea over here is clucking. This is a girl, and these are her men in tow. Henry, how'd you get so handsome, Henry? Henry was the first goose I ever had. This guy, he was the first goose. He started all the geese. I love these birds. But these guys, you see, that pool is barely big enough. Barely big enough. It's because it's got that slide built into it. But someone gave that to us, which is really nice because that one is so full of holes, it won't hold water anymore. But we do have a fundraiser going. If anyone wanted to donate that at some point, for this, we want to get them a stock tank, it's like 8 feet across. It's really big stock tank. That that will be much more suited for them. And we're about halfway. I think we're almost halfway to being able to do that. And the way we're doing that, the best way to do that is just to go on our Amazon wish list and send us some Tractor Supply gift cards. It's the easiest way for us to keep track of. I mean, you can always donate through any of our, methods of donation and just send us a note saying this is for the swimming pool fund or the stock tank fund, and we'll set those funds aside. But we're going to be getting it at Tractor Supply, so I just have a pile of Tractor Supply gift cards that I've just been stocking up until we have enough to go get that. It would be nice if we could do that before winter rolls around, because then once the ground freezes, it'll be much harder to install it. It might end up having to wait till spring. But we will see. Look, you see the emus over there? They're just patiently waiting. You see her just sitting there cleaning. She's like, I'm waiting for that human to come. These guys are gorgeous birds, though. But I do need to get them a better swimming situation. As you see, there's quite the traffic jam. So we have Pumpkin is there on the left. And I'm pretty sure the guy that just spread his wings out is Buddy. Buddy. Pretty sure that's Buddy. And then the lady in the back there with the paint on her head, the gray paint is, the coloring is India. That's Indy right there in the back. Pretty girl. And then that's Maverick that just took a drink. And then that's Gimp there on the left. That's Gimpy girl. So most of them I can tell apart very easily. Like this guy looking at me is Flip Flop. And Henry, of course, is super easy to tell. Anyone could tell Henry apart. He's very different. He's a pure Chinese. And Elizabeth and Victoria are pretty easy, although Gimp kind of looks like them. She got a lot of their genes. But Victoria and Elizabeth are Ebden geese, which is a German breed. It's absolutely comical how Holiday slowly hovers. He is always near me. Yeah, well, he didn't come in here because he knows I got to put him up in here. Actually, speaking of that, let's go get him and put him over here before I forget. He doesn't usually follow me in here unless he's hungry and I have his food, because this is where he has to stay during the day, and he doesn't want to. He wants to stay over on this side all day, but he can't be trusted. He's pretty good most of the time. Oh, look, see, we got this nice new rake. I believe Faye was the one that sent us this rake off of our wish list, which is nice because our rake died the other day. Come on. Come on. But that rake that I had that died was like over 20 years old. Crazy how long that thing lasted. And really, it was just the handle that broke. Come on. How old is Henry? Henry is, I'd have to look it up, but I think Henry's around about 8 years old, give or take. Hey, Holiday. Look, he's just standing at the door. He's like, and now he wants to peck my leg because he's mad at me for making him come over here. Attitude. Mr. Attitude. Grumpy boy. He's like, yeah, well, you try growing all these new feathers and having all these pin feathers sticking out of your belly all the time and see how you feel. I hear you huffing and puffing at me. Okay, Nicole, well, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Oh, yeah, the geese make you laugh how they walk. Yeah, it's really funny. It's not really anything I can manufacture or whatever or make them do, but every once in a while, for whatever reason, they just all decide as a group that they're going to move to another area. And all of the heads go up and they just kind of go back and forth like this. Pip, you have your butt in my face, man. Dude, look, I don't even know. Come on. I don't want your butt in my face. But, yeah, the geese are they're some of my favorite birds for sure. I absolutely love them. Look, we got a chicken hanging out over here too. The chickens will come over here. So we have it set up so like there's these little tunnels that the chicken like made out of cages. And so they're so small that the chickens can get through them, but the larger birds can't. And so what happens is these girls, they want to come over here because they're hiding from the rooster. If they come over here, the rooster can't, or it's harder for the rooster to get them. And so they come over here and hide from the rooster. It's funny. Where's Lurky? She's over on the other side. We'll go see Lurky before we go in. Hey, Buddy Goose. That's Buddy Goose. I can tell Buddy Goose apart most of the time because he has a very square head. His head is he's got like a cube block head. Everyone else's head is a little longer. But Buddy's just very short and stubby. And he's Pumpkin's best friend. So him and Pumpkin, they're usually close by. And then Maverick looks a lot like Pumpkin, except her knob is smaller. She's shorter and her face, the yellow-orange skin on her face is paler. She's a female and Pumpkin is a male. But that's how I tell them apart. Also, Pumpkin is much braver. So Pumpkin will let me get right next to him, and Maverick really prefers I stay away. You guys looking for them acorns? They're dropping. You will start having acorns soon. These guys eat so many acorns in the fall. Yes, honk, honk, honk. I hear you, Victoria. She's like, I will eat that delicious leaf. Look, see, they all just decided. Although they're not going with so much celebration right now, but they all just decided, okay, that's enough shade time. Let's go over here and get some more snacks. Notice how they just all go together? Look, they're all in a line too. They're walking in a line. You guys are funny. They're not in a hurry or anything. They're just kind of like, we're moving over here now. All right, let's go. Mom, if you're watching this, meet me on the porch. I'm bringing Mr. Pip around so that I can go feed the emus. All right. Lurky Turkey is right here. Here's Lurky Turkey. Oh my goodness. See, there she is. She's kind of hiding out. See? She's a pretty girl. She likes hanging out with the guinea fowl. Don't ya? Don't ya? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You tell it. Okay. I told Mom to meet me on the porch, so I can't keep her waiting. Of course, if she's there. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah. There she is. There she is. Make sure we give Clucky his space. I don't want to give him any excuse to want to come get me. Yes, Mr. Pip, you're a good boy. Yes, but you have to go inside. I cannot take you in with the emus. They would stomp you into a little chicken pancake. Yes, they would stomp you into a chicken pancake. Oh, really?
Yeah, Judy, when she said hi, Bubby, a good 20 minutes went by. And then that crazy person that said, you're not getting your amino acids. It was probably half an hour before.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I can only address them when I get to them. I mean, I'm not just doing a live. I'm taking care of the critters, and I'm just bringing everyone along for the ride. Yeah, I think there's a delay in the comments on top of that. I mean, I take a minute to get to them, but I think there's a delay. They don't show up immediately. It's kind of weird. But it is what it is. All right, let's go get some emu food. Sorry for any delays, y'all, but I do have to, I'm kind of multitasking here. These are geese, not swans. I don't have any swans. I would love to one day, but I don't have, geese are pretty terrestrial. They spend a lot of time in the water. Oh, I don't have to do that now. They spend a lot of time in the water, but they also are fine on land. Okay, thank you, Clucky. There's the spice. Come here. You want to get spicy? Yeah, I'm going to get you, man. Look, it's on now. It's on now. You started it. You started it. He just tried to get me. Look, I got you, bro. I got you. Look, I got you. You're my guy now. What are you gonna do? Look, I can't believe you got the audacity to come get me. I'll let you out. Rude, rude. Oh, is that how you want to go? See, he's a jerk. You a jerk. I ain't worried about him. You a jerk. Look, I got half a mind to go put you up, huh? I got half a mind to go put you up. It's just one of them days, huh? Rude. I got a bug on me. Oh, now I'm bleeding. Well, that's gonna get me kicked off the platform. Thanks a lot, man. Look, go on, jerk, jerk. Look, that's how it is, y'all. You a jerk, man. I gotta get a napkin or something. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. But I'm sure YouTube wouldn't be happy with that. Last thing I need is a content violation on here. All right, let's get to emu food. Clucky is also a shelter rooster, so I give him a little leeway for being a jerk because we don't know what he went through before he got here. But when he does, actually that's probably too much food. I don't need to lug all of that down here. When he does come after me, what I do is I pick him up to show him I'm not afraid of him. Although, as you saw, he didn't appreciate being picked up either, which is kind of funny. He did nip me in the face. It ain't something I don't deal with every day. There is not a day that goes by where I'm not bleeding from something or another. You just kind of get used to it. You want to know what's really funny? Is none of that stuff bothers me. Like, I can have nasty bites and cuts and I get over that pretty quick. But if I have to go to the doctor and get poked by a needle, I'm going to freak out. I do not like, I just had to go have an EMG study done on my leg. And that's where they take a tiny needle and they hook it up to electrodes and they poke you on your leg a whole bunch of times. And then they send like electric pulses through your leg. And in reality, it wasn't that bad, but I was very concerned about it. I did not want to go do that. But I can get pecked in the face by a rooster and it's just every other day. Oh, I had to have, they gave me a finger prick for a blood draw for a test like a year ago. I was so nervous for that. Isn't that hilarious? Kind of funny. Well, here's the emu water, nice, clean, and clear. I don't have to worry about these girls. They don't nip me. Look, y'all got some real action on the show today. That's nothing. I got bit by Beauregard on a live stream once. But that's just the nature of working with animals. I mean, they are animals. You can't expect them to behave like people. I try to give them the same respect as people, but you can't get them to behave like people. I keep seeing something move on the other side of this fence over here. Maybe it's just the lighting. There's something over here. What is that? Oh, it's a squirrel. Okay, it's a squirrel. I literally just got distracted by a squirrel. That's okay. I was wondering what it was. Okay, food for the emu burbs. Hey, girls. Hey, girls. This is Corona right there. And then this one over here is Sam. Are y'all hungry? You hear the ducks coming? Aura says it looks like her farm. Yeah, so it's actually pretty clean here. It's just so it looks a little rough. We had a microburst come through and tear up a bunch of our trees and fencing and stuff. And I've gotten like the essential stuff repaired, but I just haven't had time or energy to deal with the mess that's not like affecting the day-to-day. And so it does kind of look rough. And then, yeah, I mean, I've got limited space, so I do have stuff laying around. But like the biggest thing is making sure the areas where the animals are is clean and safe. And then everything else I don't really worry about. You have geese, chickens, ducks, a turkey, guinea birds, goats, and a humongous cow, and donkeys. I love cows. I don't have any. I don't have any pasture. My property is too wooded. I don't really have a good place for a cow or donkeys. But I do love cows. My sister has a cow. Hey Sam, how you doing, lady? Don't walk over there. It's muddy. Don't walk over there. It's muddy. Come here. How about right here? Huh? Can I get some attention? Can I get some attention today? Hey, hi. How are you? Beautiful. Beautiful lady. What a beautiful lady. You see all these feathers, y'all? This is my girl. I've had her for almost 20 years. And pretty brown eyes. Such a nice lady. But that's Aura. Is it Aura? Aurora? Aura, I guess maybe? Aura? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. You know who I'm talking to, though. That's a pretty nice menagerie you've got there. Has Blue been doing better? Hey, Justin. Blue has been doing better because we put him with Puddles, who is also kind of a loner outcast kind of deal. And they've been getting on with each other pretty well, actually. And so ever since we gave Blue a friend, his demeanor has improved. So he seems less depressed, and he's got a buddy now to help him through it. Yeah, needles do suck. I hope you are in very good health. V, I'm trying. I had some stomach issues a couple years ago that I'm still recovering from. As it turns out, stomach ailments can sometimes take years to recover from, and I'm still dealing with that. But for the most part, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. I hope everyone else is in good health too, though. Are emus expensive? They're pretty expensive to care for related to the other animals that I have, but they are very large and they require a specialty feed that I have to have special ordered. So to give you an example, a 50-pound bag of food for the chickens or geese or whatever costs about $13 to $15. And a 50-pound bag of emu food costs about $35. And these girls have a very weird eating pattern. Sometimes they don't eat much at all, and sometimes the two emus will eat an entire bag of food in about 4 days. So it can get pretty pricey. Now, I didn't purchase these guys. They were given to me as a gift from a friend. But to purchase an emu, I'm not sure what the cost of that is. Generally it's difficult because there are a lot of scammers in that industry. From what I understand, I am a member of quite a few emu Facebook groups. And that seems to be a common theme that people get scammed. So you got to buy from a reputable, breeder. Generally, I don't recommend getting animals of any kind from a breeder. But emus are not one of those animals that there is an abundance to adopt. So, you might be able to adopt one from an emu farm and save it. Yeah, they're not, plus they require a very large enclosure with very tall fencing. All of my fencing is at least 6 foot tall. Some places it's 7 foot. Oh, there she goes. Straw butt. Veterinary care, if you're even lucky enough to find it, which we're not. We have tried. I've even reached out to zoos in the area, and in our area, we just haven't had any success finding a vet for these guys. But when you can find it, if you're lucky enough, it's pretty expensive. So yeah, they're not a cheap critter to keep. Also, do we have a lot of trouble with predators? Yeah, and got to keep everybody clean. So, I actually was talking about that earlier on the live, kind of. If you had asked me that question yesterday, I would have said, I haven't had to deal with dogs in years. But then yesterday evening, I had 2 stray dogs come on the property. And they tried to get in with the animals. And I just happened to be out here and caught them in the act and chased them off. And then the only regular predators I have to deal with are fox and raccoons. And then birds of prey are a somewhat of a concern, but the geese deter them. Also, black chickens will deter birds of prey. So I, knock on wood, haven't lost anyone to a bird of prey in many years. The last time I had a bird of prey try to get a bird, they tried to take out my duck, Ernie. Oh no, Bert. And I came out. I thought I was coming out to break up a duck fight, but by the time I got out here and I could actually see what was going on, a hawk had tried to get Bert, my one rowan duck, but Bert said, "I don't think so." And Bert got on top of the hawk and tried to mate with the hawk. And so, completely unprepared, I had to save the hawk from the duck. And I picked the hawk up and I brought him in the house and put him in a carrier. And I let him recover in a dark bathroom for a couple hours. Then I drove him down the road and cut him loose in a field. But that was something else. Just grabbing up a hawk with my bare hands. But Bert was the hero of that story because he didn't lay down and take it. You know, he stood up for himself and his buddy and took that hawk down. Possum can be a threat to chickens, though. A possum will eat pretty much anything else, including carrion, before they go after your chicken, but they can injure your chickens and kill your chickens. So that is a concern. But we have practices in place. While I would never want to say that we're 100%, we have been lucky so far, keeping everybody in a fenced area, keeping the right kind of animals together, certain birds that will deter like the geese will chase a fox down. Or a raccoon if they feel it necessary, and then having everything fenced, and then of course our nighttime enclosures are predator. I always say predator resistant. Nothing's predator proof, right? But we haven't had an issue with anything getting in the night. We put hardware cloth around the bottom 2 or 3 foot of every enclosure, especially the ones that have smaller birds in it. And we keep everybody in hard kennels with secondary locking mechanisms on everything through the night to help keep everyone safe. So those are our predator issues. Of course, if you live in different areas, you may have more challenging predators like bear or polecats. Although a possum is technically a polecat, but what I mean by that is like mink or weasels or things like that are very difficult to keep out of your enclosures. Mountain lions, bobcats, things like that. We do have, I haven't never seen one or even a confirmed sighting, but I've heard multiple people in my area say they've seen bobcat. I didn't know they lived in the area, but I've heard enough people say something about it to where I'm just kind of being conscientious about it. So yeah, that's what I got to deal with predators. Foxes and raccoons and possums and hawks are you got to deal with. Can I show you Bert? I can show you Bert. He's a rowan duck. They look like a mallard. They look just like a mallard. It's the domestic version of a mallard. But yeah, we can go see Bert. Let's go see Bert. We're talking about it, and we may as well go see him. Bert and Ernie, best buddies. So this is meant to be a temporary emu enclosure, by the way. It's quite large, but I want to move my emus up closer to the barn. I actually put this whole area we're in right now, I installed this area simply because I wanted my girls to be able to come up closer to me while I'm in my garden. And they do. They come up to this corner because it's such a weird shape. Why would I set this up like this? And it's really just so they can come up to this corner and see me when I'm in the garden. They like to come up and steal all my cherry tomatoes. I actually grow tomato plants just for them. And broccoli. They like broccoli leaves and kale. And they're not up here right now. So I don't know. I might be able to convince Sam to come. Let's see. This is some kind of brassica. I'm not sure. That might be a broccoli plant. Hey, Sam, you want some broccoli? I hear you thumping at me. You want this? Look, you see what I got? She's thinking about it. You gonna come up here? Hold on, let me put this down. You know you like broccoli. Oh no, you're just not even interested today, huh? Being all aloof. Hey, you want this broccoli leaf? If Corona was up here, she would eat it. She's like, well, I'm not Corona. Here. Well, that worked out well. Don't you be thumping at me. That drumming is actually a mating call. You can hear that drumming will carry for up to 2 kilometers. It's pretty cool. Let's go see Bert. Oh, look here. Here's my ADD again. Y'all gonna get a tour of my garden first. Look at these. Look at these yellow tomatoes. It has been a horrible year for tomatoes, but look at that guy. That's a beautiful tomato. That's a Dr. Wychie tomato. We are gonna go see Bert, I promise. You just got to deal with my ADD. Look at my marigolds. I can't wait to deadhead these and save them for next year because I've got a whole hill I love growing marigolds. You see how tall this marigold plant is? And sunflowers, although it's too late for sunflowers. This is my pathetic broccoli patch. Did not do well. Although I got a little bit of broccoli here. Probably should have picked that, although it's full of bugs. That's organic gardening for you. And then it's just been a bad year for tomatoes, I think because we got too much water. This is my cucumbers. See, I got all these cucumbers. I'm letting them get big because this plant did really well this year. So I'm going to save seed. Oh, this is a broccoli plant that's gone to flower. So these will produce seeds that I can save, and I don't have to buy seeds next year. I can just plant these, although I'm probably not going to save these seeds because I just don't think this particular variety did well in my garden. And these are nasturtiums. Nasturtiums, I think, don't take it for verbatim, but I'm pretty sure the leaves are edible on these. I know the flowers are, but I think the leaves might be edible too. I've never tried them though. I'm not big into eating flowers. I just like growing them for my pollinators, and they're really pretty. Okay, as promised, we're going to see Bert. See if I can do this without getting my butt kicked by this ornery rooster again. I got a bucket this time, fool. I'm ready for you. Now that I know you feel like being spicy today. 90% of the time, this bird is fine. Well, I should say like 30% of the time. 30% of the time. I don't know. One time I'm distracted is when you're going to come get me. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about you, fool. You on my list now. Oh, Bert and Ernie are down here. I was getting ready to go where Puddles is. We're going to see Bert and Ernie. I hear you boys. We're coming. I was talking about you. Y'all want some worms? Let's get them some worms. We'll bring them some worms. We should bring them a gift. That's the wrong one. Here we go. Some delicious bugs. No, Lurky, these are for Bert and Ernie. Hey, boys. You want some bugs? Here. So this is Bert, and the guy in the background is Ernie. How you boys doing? Hope I don't lose my signal in here. Whenever I go in these enclosures, my signal can get a little weird. So this is Bert and Ernie. They were surrendered by a daycare center that hatched them out, and we're not allowed to keep them due to HOA restrictions. They've been part of the sanctuary for, I don't even know how many years. We've had them for a really long time. But they're both very healthy, and they're both very nice birds. They got those little drake feathers on their tail, the little curly tail feather. But they look like a mallard. They're just much, much bigger. They're like 3 times the size of your average mallard. So, hey, Rudy. What's going on, my big boy? Bert, what are you doing over there? He's like, I'm showing you the duck butt. I want nothing to do with you, human. Look, I gave you these bugs. I was hoping that would be a peace offering. I was hoping it would be a peace offering, sir. You guys are chatty today. Super chatty. That's Bert and Ernie. They're pretty cool. I like them a lot. What, do you think I should go get you some bugs now too? Huh? All right, fine. Fine. You don't have to get spicy. I'll get you some bugs. Whenever somebody sends us a box of these off of our wish list, everybody gets some bugs. All right, hold on. Let me sit down. Here. Okay, these are the most delicious bugs. She's like, you're right, they are. Yeah, V, he did not lay down at all. He was, Bert is very impressive. He's got a lot of my respect. He really surprised me because the hawk was as big as he was. But Bert was just trying, he just caught him at the wrong time. It was mating season, and Bert was like, okay, let's do this. What? I'm pretty sure bugs have been dished out to you ducks. I don't know. But this is my queen right here. She gets whatever she wants when she wants it. Yes, Bert is a hero. Oh, you've got goats, Bert and Ernie? Oh, I'm sorry to hear about Bert. That's so sad. Goats are very difficult to keep. They're susceptible to so many diseases and ailments and stuff, and they'll turn real quick. They'll go downhill super fast. You really got to pay attention to them, too. You love how I use the plastic pools as garden beds? Oh, thank you about those marigolds. So yeah, I call that my junkyard garden because every single raised bed is made out of something I recycled. Like all of my big raised beds that I love, that's actually aluminum siding from an above ground swimming pool that I cut lengthwise. It used to be 4 feet tall, so I cut it so they were 2 feet tall. And I built the primary beds out of that, and then I didn't have enough space. So I've got a bed in an old outdoor, one of them plastic storage sheds. I took the body and made one bed, and then I took the doors and the top and bottom, or no, just the doors it was, and the shelves, that's what it was, the doors and the shelves, and made another bed. And I made a bed out of an old stainless steel shop vac, and I made a bed out of an old stainless steel tub of a dishwasher. So most of those beds are old recycled junk. I call it my junkyard garden. Hey. Spicy. Spicy you are, spicy. You're spicy you are. Hello from the Russian space station. Hey, how you doing? You love how the turkey heads change colors? They do. Holiday's head changes a lot more than Lurky Turkey. Holiday wears his mood on his head. When his head is all red, it means he's either irritated or just super excited. When it's white and blue, it's usually more of a sign of happiness or contentment. And a lot of times you can see where he's red, white, and blue all at the same time. And that's usually when one of his favorite people shows up and he's just excited to see him. It's pretty cool how you can just kind of tell what their mood is by the color of their head. Lurky Turkey is blue and white most of the time. Her caruncles are always red. The bumps on her head and neck are called caruncles. All those little red bumps. Those are almost always red. But they will get super red if she's aggravated. So they're really more of a pink now. They'll turn like blood red if she's angry. Which is pretty often. She's pretty moody these days. But she's an old girl. She gets whatever she wants. She treated like royalty. Oh, yeah. It's nighttime in South Africa. Hey, Godzilla. Welcome to the live. I don't have any Muscovies anymore. I had Muscovies years ago, but they all passed from old age. I had a whole flock of them for a long time, but this was over 10 years ago. Muscovies are great. I would totally take one if one came my way. They're like little dinosaurs walking around. They put on a show. They have a lot of caruncles on their face. I like how they've got like that They don't have like a quack. It's not, I don't want to call it a hiss because that sounds aggressive, but it's just like this, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a hiss, but it's not aggressive. It's just this really low, like very airy kind of voice. I don't know how else to describe it. But I love the Muscovies. Turkey Lark, we looking at you, girl. Oh, what do we got over here? Who's over here? Oh, this is Scarlet. Hi, Scarlet. Hi, Scarlet. Scarlet was a feed store surrender as well. She's a Rhode Island Red. These are very bossy chickens. Although not nowhere near as bad as the Karen sisters. Those are the ones that are super bossy. But this is the nice time of the day. All the chaos of feeding everyone is over and everyone's just kind of relaxing and settling into their day. Like this is Flower. You see how she's just relaxed? She's just kind of over there singing. And that's why we separate her from everyone else, because it gives her that ability to lay down and get off of her leg, because she's got just this wonky leg. And she can just kind of relax in peace, and she doesn't have to worry about being harassed by any of the boys. Oh, you grew up around Muscovies? So Muscovies, the cool thing about Muscovies is they're the only domestic ducks that are not descendants of the mallard. All of the other domestic duck breeds can be traced back to mallards, but the Muscovies are the only ones that are not. What's up, guinea bird? He's like, I'm coming to see if you got any snacks. What's up, boy? Guineas are really funny. They're very spastic, high-strung, difficult to care for. They like to wander, although we do pretty well with these guys. These guys stick around pretty well. One of the strategies that help keep the guineas from wandering too much is we keep them in separate flocks and release them on separate days. So even though we keep them separate, they don't consider themselves separate and they don't want to leave the rest of their flock. And so on any given day, the majority of them are locked up. So the ones that get out will stay nearby. So it works out great that way. Are guineas more related to geese? I have no idea. So guinea fowl are native to Africa. So that is a male guinea over there making that noise. Being hawk bait. You're hawk bait right there. Why are you up there? Don't jump down. I don't want to chase you. Come back over on this side, please. Look. Get down off of there. Come on. Get down off of there. Look, I'm going to come get you. Psycho. But guinea fowl are native to Africa. They come in a few different breeds or color variations or whatever you want to call it. We have two. We have these pearl ones here, the white ones, and then the speckled ones. I forget what they're called. I forget what their breed is called. I just call them speckled. I've got them around here somewhere. I don't know where they want. Oh, I think it's right here. This one's technically called a pied because it's a cross between a speckled and a pearl. So they call these pied. That's the female. She's about twice the size of the white ones. She doesn't look like it, but if you pick her up, she weighs about twice as much. All right, let's see. I got to cover this straw up. I think we got everybody pretty well set out here now. If I don't cover the straw up, all the hens will get in it and make a mess out of it. Let me double check. I think I got everything closed up in here too. Oh, you know what? I think I left this food out. Let's go ahead and clean this food up real quick. May as well do that. This is the goose. This will be a goose food. So I just Put the leftovers in there. I can rinse everything off into here. And then tonight, I just throw some grass pellets in there and a little extra corn. And that soaks up all the water. But this is all fermented feed. Everybody gets fermented food. It's much healthier for them. Takes a little more effort, but you definitely reap the benefits in your flock because you don't have to deal with sour crop or impactions. They're more resilient to viruses and respiratory ailments because that kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier about having a healthy gut microbiome. The same thing goes for animals. Your immune system is much stronger if you make sure you get good bacteria and fibers and things like that in your diet. All right, even my brownies. I've got a killer brownie recipe on my TikTok channel, and it's made with chickpeas, and I make it with maple syrup. So maple syrup is actually anti-inflammatory, whereas cane sugar is inflammatory. So I make it with chickpeas, so it's loaded with protein and fiber. And I also make it with flaxseed, again, bringing lots of both soluble and insoluble fiber to it. So even my desserts, like my dessert last night was a high fiber zucchini bread, which is so good. It's a new recipe I came up with. And I haven't made a video on that yet, but it is so good. My neighbor gave me this zucchini that was like 3 feet long. And I needed to do something with it. And so I turned it into zucchini bread. It was really good. Well, thank you, V. I'm glad you appreciated the live. I love doing the lives. I mean, we're at 161 minutes in our live stream. So we're creeping up on 3 hours. So I have so much fun on them that and I am not able to do a 90-minute or a 1 hour live. I just can't do it. So I don't get on live very often because I know it's going to eat up half of my day, but I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. And today is Saturday and it was a beautiful day. So it just seemed like a good day to spend hanging out with y'all. It surprises you that birds that noisy are able to survive in Africa. Well, they are very noisy, but they are very agile. They are very, very fast, and they can turn on a dime. So, for example, if a predator is chasing after them, a large predator, whatever it may be, that predator is going to be going top speed, and that guinea's going to be going. That guinea might not be able to run as fast, but that guinea can cut and turn on a dime, and that predator is just going to keep going the direction they were going in. Also, the guinea fowl can fly. These guys can fly. These guys could get up in the tops of these trees without any effort at all. They have in the past. It is very difficult to get them to come down out of it. So they have a lot of tools to protect them from predators. Also, their calls will scare off a lot of predators. Y'all aren't hearing anything. When they start sounding off, you almost have to plug your ears. They're so loud. That will scare off a lot of predators. Not all. Like raccoons couldn't be bothered, but it'll often scare off like a fox or something like that. It's not foolproof or anything, and it acts as a wonderful warning. I love having guineas in my flock for a few reasons. One, they act as an excellent warning system for the other birds, and the other birds do pay attention to them when they sound off because they have very good eyesight. They can see, not necessarily at night, but during the day they can see quite well. And the other reason I like guinea fowl is because unlike chickens, guinea fowl eat a lot of ticks. And they will, it's very rare that I have a tick on me ever since I started keeping guinea fowl. Even though the guinea fowl don't have access to the whole property, I feel like they greatly reduce the amount of ticks we have on the property. And that keeps everyone healthier. So guinea fowl are they're challenging to keep. They're much, the reason we have guinea fowl is because someone got them thinking they were just like chickens and got in over their heads. And so they put them up on a Facebook group. And when they found out that we were willing to take them, they picked us, even though we were like the 5th people to comment that we would take them. They found out we were a sanctuary, so they had us come get them. But that's how we ended up with guinea fowl. So they are much more challenging to keep than chickens. And if you're not careful and you don't do something, they will wander. They'll just up and disappear on you one day. They'll just go off in the woods and you'll never see them again. Where am I located? I'm in Southern Maryland. I'm about an hour south, 45 minutes to an hour south of Washington, D.C. in Southern Maryland. Look at these 2 girls right here. These girls are best friends too. These guys were dumped at a water treatment facility in Ohio. And we worked with actually another rescue out there that had taken in a lot of ducks. They got overrun with ducks. And we're looking for placements, and we agreed to take a few of them from them. Oh, so you're right in Virginia. Well, you're just right down the road then. I used to work in Virginia all the time with my old job. I had a job where we ran a mobile amusement business, and we did large events. We also would do kids' birthday parties, and so I would get a lot of work in Northern Virginia. Years ago, I knew my way around Virginia quite well for a while there. Lots of very expensive homes in Virginia, Northern Virginia especially, like in Great Falls and Fairfax, and trying to think. It's been a while. A lot. We did some work in Alexandria, Reston. What is that city where's Dulles located? I forget. It starts with an L or something like that. We would do work all the way out that way sometimes. Oh, you're in Eastern Virginia near Charlottesville. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Virginia is beautiful country. I don't get to Virginia too often nowadays. Every once in a while I'll go to Alexandria just because they've got a nice Whole Foods out there and a nice Trader Joe's. I like to go to Virginia when I'm doing an alcohol run. I don't drink alcohol, but I make my own when I make my spaghetti sauce, I like to have red wine for that. And when I make my white sauces, I like to have white wine for that. And wine is pretty expensive. It's like $12 a bottle here if you buy it in a liquor store. But you can go to Trader Joe's and pick it up for $6 or $7 a bottle. Sometimes less than that. It's ridiculous. So like once a year, I go out to Virginia and I buy like 4 or 5 cases of wine. So I have it for cooking. I also make my own vanilla extract and vanilla paste. I've been doing a lot of videos about that over on my TikTok channel. I actually work with a vanilla company. So they send me vanilla beans for free, like in bulk. It's so cool. Because I did some affiliate videos for them one day, just out of the blue. And their videos did so well, I didn't even have to ask them. They just sent me a note. They said they liked my videos and they're sending me a care package. And so they sent me a package that had like just bags of vanilla beans. And then they also sent me some saffron and some cardamom and some cinnamon. And so I just went on overdrive and made a bunch of videos for them. It was pretty cool. I really like working with that company. Bootlegging. Yeah, I'm bootlegging. Well, it's just ridiculous because in Maryland, you can't, well, I don't know if you can do it in Montgomery County or not. I think you can. I'm not sure. But in mostly where I live, like in Calvert County and in Anne Arundel County and all that, you can't buy even beer and wine in the grocery store. And so that's why I just go over the bridge into Alexandria. The parking kind of sucks, but I can go to Trader Joe's and I can spend $200 or $300 on wine that would have cost me, $500, $600, $700 throughout the year here. And it just saves me a ton of money throughout the year. And it's just going in spaghetti sauce. I don't, like I said, I don't drink alcohol, but I do love to use it in my cooking and in my baking. So it's nice to be able to go out there like once a year, once or twice a year, just depends. I make a special trip once a year, but if I am out there, I will drop in and stock up, top my stock off. Yeah, vanilla beans are awesome. Vanilla beans are awesome. Well, they're so expensive in the grocery store. If you go to like Whole Foods or whatever and you want to get organic vanilla beans, it's going to be like, I don't know, $8, $9, $10, something like that for 2 vanilla beans. And, with the new advent of like TikTok Shop and stuff like that, you can buy direct from manufacturers now. Like even with Amazon, even if you were buying through manufacturers, you were paying all these fulfillment fees that you didn't see because Amazon has a lot of fees for their sellers. But with TikTok, they just charge like 8% to use the platform and there's no other fees. And so you can buy a lot of your stuff direct from these brands now and you can get it a lot cheaper. So it's really cool. It's pretty cool for the brands that have that set up. Sage, you a rotten girl, huh? Are you a pretty girl? Look, it's so beautiful. So beautiful, beautiful brown eyes. Yes, Sage gave us a scare. She injured her neck really, really bad last year. And we worked on her for a long time to get her healthy again. But she can't be with boys anymore because she lost a lot of skin on the back of her neck. It's all scarred over now. What's up, Foghorn? So this guy, unlike Picasso, even though he looks just like him, this guy's pretty nice. He came with Picasso. I think he's his brother. He's pretty nice. He's a good boy. Aren't you, Foghorn? Aren't you, Foghorn? He's like, yes. He's mostly sugar. He got a little bit of spice in him. But for the most part, he's a good boy. Look, I'm watching you. I'm watching. I got my eye on you, punk. That's right, troublemaker. I'm over here with Picasso. He's a nice guy. Yeah, that's right. Look, I ain't done. You done? I'm bigger than you are. I'll pick you up again. I ain't afraid of you. That's right. Look, you think he's not over here telling me? He's over here telling me. Like, he's starting it. He's egging me on. He's jealous. Yeah, he's telling it. You telling it, aren't you, Clucky? His name is Clucky Cheese, by the way. I didn't name him. The shelter named him. Most of the time, I keep the names that the shelters give him. Oh, look, here's a holiday feather. This is a holiday feather that I don't think I'm going to save this one because the tip is so messed up. I get so many of them. I really just save the nice ones. But I did stick it over here because I don't know. I felt like I didn't want it to go anywhere. It's pretty cool. What's up, Holiday? Do I share my sauce recipe? Like my red sauce, like my tomato sauce? I don't have, I mean, I have a few different red sauces that I make depending on how much time I have. I've never made a recipe on any of them. It depends on what I'm going for and what I'm making alongside of it. Like one of my favorite things to have with a red sauce is wilted arugula and a garlic olive oil. I like to get baby arugula and wilt it down just in a low temperature with a little garlic and some olive oil, a little bit of sea salt. And I'll eat that. I'll put that on top of the red sauce that goes on top of my pasta. So one of the things I really like to do is have like an all-day red sauce where I start it cooking in the morning and I just cook it on a real low temperature like all day long. And that sauce just starts out with extra virgin olive oil and a lot of fresh, like just a load of fresh garlic, minced like super small to where it's basically a paste. And at a low temperature, I don't brown the garlic. I just let it sizzle at a low temperature. And then I just put my tomatoes in and I let my tomatoes, and I just let that mix. And I put a couple of cans of water in there. And I just let that cook down all day. And then I'll finish it with more fresh garlic and some chili flakes. And then it depends on my mood. Sometimes I put oregano in there and sometimes I don't. It also depends on what tomatoes I have available. If they're an acidic tomato that's not especially sweet, I'll put a little baking soda in there. If it's a nice sweet tomato, I don't have to do that. Sometimes I'll put some thyme in there, sometimes not. Sometimes I'll put a beer in there. Actually, a beer in spaghetti sauce is really, really good. I know it sounds crazy, but like an Oktoberfest, a very hoppy beer. I almost always put red wine in. If I'm doing something where I'm eating like a fake sausage, like if I'm doing like a Beyond Meat bratwurst or an Italian sausage with my dinner, I'll crush some fennel seeds and I'll put in the sauce to help complement the sausage. Sometimes I'll do it with grilled peppers and onions with the sausage, and all of that goes on top of the spaghetti sauce. It just depends on the season and my mood. And then sometimes I do, like I was for a long time until I had a stomach issue, I was doing a forever red sauce, which is basically you save out a little bit of red sauce from every cook and you freeze it and you just add it in. And so like you always have a little, I was doing that. I did that for a long time. But then I went for a long period of time where I didn't eat any tomatoes. And I was just kind of doing that for fun, but I didn't eat any tomatoes for like a year because I had a stomach issue that was brought on by too many NSAIDs. I have chronic back pain. I deal with a lot of back pain. And so I went to get an MRI and the insurance company said, you can't have an MRI, go home and take over-the-counter ibuprofen and physical therapy. And so I did that, and then my back started feeling better, but it messed my stomach up. And so I ended up getting very sick from that damage it did to my stomach. And now I can't even take any of that stuff anymore. But anyway, so that led to me not having any tomatoes for over a year. But yeah, I did. But now I can eat tomatoes again. I've kind of gotten back. I have to be careful with them, but I can eat some red sauce. I'll tell you another thing I do that a lot of people never think of, which is funny because there are tomato cream sauces, right? Well, I make cream sauces, vegan, of course. I use cashews, and I make double sauce pasta. So what I'll do is I'll actually make a cheesy cream sauce with cashew cheese or cashew milk, and roasted garlic. I'll roast a bulb of garlic in the oven, and I'll make like a garlic cheese sauce, and then I'll make spaghetti, the pasta, and I'll mix that with the cheese sauce. So the pasta is coated in this thick, delicious, creamy, roasted garlic sauce. And then I'll put a small spoon of the red sauce on top of that, on top of the pasta, not mixed in. And that's how I'll eat that. And that's very good. And another thing we'll do is we'll fry mushrooms. We oftentimes fry mushrooms with the sauce. Anybody hungry yet, by the way? Okay, Justin, thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to be ending the live here soon, too. We are 3 minutes shy of a 3-hour live. And I do have to go get some work done. No, the views on this channel do not count. Or not channel. The views on the live stream do not count towards what I need to be able to get ad revenue. The two ways that I can do that, I can either get 4,000 watch hours within a 1-year period. So, for example, and these are on long format videos, by the way. The long format views don't count towards your shorts goal. So I need 4,000 watch hours in a 1-year period. So basically a year ago today, any views or watch hours or whatever that occurred are dropping off, and they don't count anymore. And so only whatever has happened in the last year. And last time I looked with that, we were, I think, like at 2,800 hours. So we got a lot. But that's kind of my fault. I don't put out a lot of long format content because I don't have the time. Long format content takes a long time, whereas a short video, I'm like, oh, look, this bird's doing something cute. Okay, I recorded it. YouTube, description, boom, it's done. But long format, I have to review the videos and do any edits that are necessary. Nobody wants to sit through 3 minutes of dead space of me cleaning a bowl. So I edit a lot of that stuff out. So it just takes more time. And then the other way we can get ad revenue is we need to reach 10 million short views. We need to get 10 million short views, but we only get 90 days to do that. Guys, we came within 8,000 views of the 10 million goal about 2 weeks ago, and then a lot of our views started dropping off, unexplained. You know, I was still posting 3 times a day. I tried to post 2 to 3 times a day. I was posting at least 3 times a day during that time. And it's like, I almost suspect YouTube intentionally suppressed the channel and kept us from hitting that goal. I mean, that's the only explanation for it. We literally came within 8,000 views of 10 million, and now it's dropped off again. So frustrating. So frustrating. But it is what it is, you know? We might get there one day, we might not. We did get a couple of nice donations the other day. One of them was decent size, pretty good size, through our GoFundMe campaign. I keep a GoFundMe campaign up just because some people like to donate through that. We are currently trying to raise funds for feed. That's what makes fundraising for things like the water tank, the stock tank difficult, is because every 6 weeks I have to raise funds to feed everybody. So we're doing that now because it costs about $700 every 6 to 8 weeks to feed everybody. Or we have to do a straw fundraiser, which we're going to have to do soon because we just got the last of the straw we paid for. It's just never ending, y'all. You see how Turkey Lurkey hangs out with these guinea fowl, though? She really likes the guinea birds. Don't you, lady? You love them guinea birds. Such a precious old lady. This bird's like 12 years old. Beautiful feathers. All right, y'all. So we just hit the 3-hour mark. I gotta go get some lunch. A little late for lunch, but I gotta get some lunch and I gotta get some work done. So thank you for hanging out with me on my live stream today. It was a great live. I had a really good time with y'all. And thank you to everyone that, watches our videos and shares our videos. You know, when you share the videos in like a Facebook group or whatever that's relevant to birds, or sharing them with friends, all of that stuff, it just pushes the needle further in our favor and helps support the sanctuary. That stuff's very important too. And thank you to everyone who donates to us and sends us stuff off the wish list. I appreciate all y'all. We sure couldn't do it without you. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down now, and I'll see y'all on the next live stream.